championnats du monde de Valorant 2025. Veuillez accueillir les deux équipes de ce soir, Fnatic et NRG.
Okay, team. Take.
Scuba!
Let's go. Faites du bruit, Paris!
L'amour, comme nous le poursuivons, assoiffé de son retour.
VALORANT champion Paris.
2023. I think we all thought we were on top of the world. Unfortunately, everyone had to split and go our separate ways. Having to start over, that was pretty crushing.
Quand il ne répond pas, la douleur nous transperce comme une lame.
Separating from EG, I kind of thought if I was even like a good piece of that team.
That also ends the hopes of NRG.
Getting grouped, bombing out. I definitely did not want that to be my last champions.
It was literally the first champions ever. 1 round away from lifting that trophy. I remember being absolutely disappointed in myself.
Certains abandonnent l'amour. Mais ceux qui sont assez fous pour rester, il est possible de persévérer.
This is the first arena we went to together.
Yeah, FPX versus G2.
It was like the first time we went out together. I was working. I was like still doing journalism. You were a cameraman.
Yeah, I was a cameraman.
You were a cameraman. It was my first Worlds Finals. Was it yours?
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Worlds Finals before.
Yeah. We had the nosebleed seat.
On the plastic fold-outs.
On the steps. And then we were yapping away about how it'd be sick if you could play on that stage.
Yeah.
You were saving it for this stage, I think.
सबकी बैक स्टोरी भी बता रहे हैं भाई, ये बढ़िया है.
Do you think you can do it with these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking good.
Yes.
This team definitely gives me a lot of EG vibes.
What makes it different?
I feel like I'm more of a leader now for the guys. Last time I was kind of just there for the ride. Now I'm bringing them there.
We've been through so much this year, so many heartbreaks. Honestly, I just want to see them smile.
I've known Ethan since when I was just a kid. Honestly, I'm so grateful to have crossed paths with them.
Having new players on my team, for me to be more of a role model. I've kind of just found a new passion in VALORANT.
I want to do one final run with the boys. Because I don't know what's going to happen next year.
C'est l'instant. Brûler pour l'amour. Enflammer le monde.
Have gone further than they've ever been before in champions. Doubted but never defeated. Kings are looking for that final trophy.
Mata, Brock, Solomon, Scoob. Let's give this crowd the best game they've ever seen.
When it's something that you love, it's something that you won't be able to do forever. I think it's worth it in the end.
Are you ready? Because I know everyone here at the Accor Arena is on board. Hell, we even got the Lorax in the house, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be awesome. NRG versus Fnatic. Two incredible squads who are vying for an opportunity to become our next world champion. And Achilleos, a lot of pressure on the man that we just saw on that stage right there, Boaster. Oftentimes he is being criticized for his output in game, but there's one thing that you cannot criticize, and that's that guy knows how to lead a team to the top of the mountain.
No, he absolutely does. He has been the best IGL that we have probably had here in the VCT for quite some time. Carried this team, guided them to 2 trophies back in 2023 when we got into the franchise system. Now looking for that final one that he's never been able to achieve.
But playing against a man who always sat in the second chair, Ethan, the leader now of NRG in the mid-season, had to step up to that role that Boaster has personified for years and years at the highest level. It was Ethan who had to become more, had to be a better leader, had to build up around his young players. But what a job he's done. They're undefeated to this point. They've made it to the finals, but against a squad with so much experience in these types of moments.
Experience is key, of course, and we have to speak also about the rookies.
Yes.
We touch on NRG, but on the other side, we have a Kayak that if he is to win today, has to be the Rookie of the Year. Back in EMEA, breaking records, absolutely insane streak of positive games. It didn't matter how Fnatic performed, Kayak was always the standout player. And today is the final test of the year.
No, it really is, and we saw what he was able to do when Alfier wasn't there to back him up. Those two have been so consistent for Fnatic, but as soon as Doma had to come through, Kayak went, right, I'm giving it 200% here today, and he absolutely carried them through that series versus Paper Rex. If he's going to have a performance like that again, I'm absolutely with you. Rookie of the Year, maybe even MVP of the final.
And you round that team out with Chronicle, the man who has hoisted the most trophies of any player in this game. An opportunity to garner the final one that he never had. He's never won at a Champions in the past. It would be the last thing he needs to complete that collection.
And it would cement him as, in my opinion, and I think in the opinions of many people, the greatest of all time, the GOAT. Very few people have achieved that title, especially in the short yet sometimes really long history of Valorant esports. Chronicle has established himself clear above the rest, and if he was able to achieve that, what a goal it would be. But we did see in the pre-show the Omen map select. Let's go ahead and revisit that again. We didn't get a chance to talk about it before. So the thing that is sticking out of my mind, Achilleos, is the Abyss. Map 3, we saw Fnatic get absolutely handled on that map in the upper bracket final. They said they found the answer. The question is, did they find that answer quick enough?
It's hard to say because NRG have been looking like maybe the second best Abyss team that we had here at Champs, the first being TRX, but that Corrode right out the gate, not surprising to see NRG pick it, but they look by far and away like the cleanest team on that map. My big question is, do you have a way to counteract Brock? He loves to bring the Odin in no matter what the map is, but on Corrode especially, he gets so much value. You have to be able to deal with him because if he starts tearing you apart, you might just be knocked out.
The first time Fnatic, and the only time they showed this map here in Champs Paris, they smoked TRX yesterday. They kept him in the single digits against a team who looked solid on Corrode throughout. So it's a good map for Fnatic, but I think it's towards the absolute peak of the map pool for NRG. They have a lot more reps on it, but still, I think that if Fnatic could win Corrode, that sets such a different tone for this tournament, for this grand finals, especially Bea, because this was a Fnatic who came in with the narrative being their map pool's not very good. They don't have the depth they used to. They've disproved that completely.
Yeah, and of course, it's the work that we knew eventually would come to fruition with Corrode being the first map. I think that, especially with the showings that we've seen from NRG, going to OTs, but feeling comfortable in the map, they've experienced so many different things in just that one map that the experience is going to be on their side. Yes, there is a lot of tape on them, but I do not think that is going to set the tone for this first map. I think that the nerves, the excitement, that is going to get on the way. I'm probably looking more towards Lotus, a map that has always been so good for Fnatic, but has been having some
ups and downs.
Ups and downs.
No, there's certainly been some ups and downs, but that's, for me, I think NRG need to come out and be able to find that first win comfortably on Corrode because, again, 3 rookies compared to 1. So much veterancy, so many trophies lifted on the opposite side of the stage. If you can take that first step, get that Corrode, get into that comfortable position, get warmed up, and feel really focused, really confident in your own play, then I think NRG is going to be doing pretty well to maybe glide through this. But if they drop that opening map where they should be so damn favored, that's when that rookie status coming through can really start to hurt you if the players aren't going to be able to focus up and get, psyched back into the game.
All 3 of those guys on NRG have been playing this game for so long, been grinding for so long for a big opportunity in the tier 1 of the partnerships, but it never happened. A year ago, all 3 of them were competing in challengers at home, in their bedroom, online. Now a completely different level, walking out to a crowd of thousands here in France. It is an incredibly fast come up, an incredibly quick realization of their dreams.
And it's a crowd that is quite clearly against you as well.
That's right. This crowd, this partisan crowd, certainly on the side of Fnatic. NRG know that their backs are against the walls, but these underdogs from the Americas regions are looking to climb to the top of the mountain. And for Fnatic, it's an opportunity to cement their legacy. Let's go ahead and get ready for this grand finals as we have our agent select here. And now we start to see things come through. I don't expect we're going to get much in the way of changes here. Achilleos, what do you make of this?
I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be stock standard for the side of NRG. Why change change what has been working so well. You look like the best team in the world on this map, so just keep running the same thing. And for Fnatic's sake, they just don't really have the time to make pivots. They've been playing back to back to back, now here into the grand finals. So I think that we're not going to be seeing too many alterations to the comps as we go through this series.
No, absolutely. Watch out, it's Corrode. Please, attention to mid. We saw it yesterday with Fnatic, the way that Boaster and Crashies worked the map constantly. NRG should be expecting that.
And for me, GB, this is simple. It's going to be Kayak, it's going to be Mata. Two of their absolute best agents that have defined this tournament for them. Those young men have been one of the biggest reasons their two teams are here.
It has been a journey for both of these squads. They are one step closer from becoming our next world champion. The pressure is on, eyes on the stage, because everyone knows what is at stake here. The stage has been set, and we have two of the greatest of all time to ever tell this tale. Here is Pansy and Hypoc.
It is an absolute honor to be standing here in front of what could be some of the best fucking Valorant we've seen in a minute, Mike. What storyline speaks to you now? Because you've got the new guard coming in. You've got the old guard hunting that final accolade. Where
do you start? This would be the final page in Fnatic's storied existence in Valorant. The one they've chased, again, been so close so many times. But on the other side, NRG, another just a run made of dreams.
Yes.
Now, what will be the culmination for them? I mean, these two teams have had so much pressure throughout this event. NRG seemingly cruising under that pressure and already toppling Fnatic.
But it wouldn't be a very good book nor a very good story if it was all easy. Fnatic walk into this already facing NRG once and falling. But a grand finals is a different affair. Of course, on the other side, a hungry upstart, still joined by that last standing evil genius. And now we'll be focused on this. NRG on the defense, Fnatic on the attack.
Well, slight probe towards mid initially, but Fnatic very quickly going to regroup outside A here. Potentially looking to overwhelm Som. Holding his paranoia right now, so we'll be able to slow this down. Actually, we'll send it pretty early, actually. Fnatic will make it through the choke.
I quite like that they've bought enough time though for Marta to get close by, and I'm a little scared that Marta's right here, tries to instigate something that loses his life. Boaster drawing
as well.
And now the follow-up falls. Fnatic making the crowd roar in round one, but Brock and Scuba got something to say. That's a shot. A sharp reminder. These are no pushovers.
Scuba's got a lot of work to do, though, to pick up this kill with mid. He's got to do it quickly as well. Alpha still controlling. He's actually giving up the angle at the wrong moment.
Falls away, but he still stands, but that time will be a factor. And Alpha's no longer alone, but is that a problem? Scuba sends him head first down to hell. We've got a 3v2. Brock now. Scuba. Oh! It took a second or two, but Fnatic control the end of that round. But you saw that threat there. You saw what we expect from the likes of NRG. Threatening on all accounts, and I love what Marta went for. It didn't work out though.
Yeah, and what I was so impressed with NRG last time these two teams faced off was their ability to really contest the mid-round. Get ahead of Fnatic's pivots, which is the trademark of their play style. Basically going toe-to-toe with the strongest aspect of this roster.
Yeah, straight up. Okay. And now to keep this steady. Got to build here. For NRG, see if they can get under their skin a little. And the one thing I want to say about NRG, especially in that last matchup, they showed no fear. And that I really was impressed with.
You could not see the pressure at all. They looked so composed, even in the first map where Marta was down bad.
Yeah, he was.
Down really bad.
Rough game, but he picked himself up, got back to it. And again, we know the result now. Now this round you've got to imagine is Fnatic, so you can see what the purchase is. You're looking at that Ghost in the hands of Alpha, the only thing they're pretty willing to lose. Otherwise you'd want to keep it clean, but Boaster's in trouble. A lovely plan made from NRG. A late mid crunch, putting Kayak actually right on the chopping block. And they are hungry and out for blood. NRG showing why they're deadly, why they're dangerous. Scrappy. And now Spike heading towards the B site. There's still one here. They haven't accounted for Scuba. Hold on. Yeah, Chronicle can focus towards middle, but Scuba can still be a nuisance dealt with. Sharp shot from Alpha. Look at the HP. Alpha did take a lot of damage. These shock darts could be dangerous, but as it stands, Chronicle on guard duty.
Issue being Marder's taking a ton of damage as well. Chronicle, and he gets shut down by Bork.
Yeah, now you can see it, red alert. It's ringing. Crash is going all the way around. Marder and Brock, can you make something out of nothing? No right in this round, but making it their own so far. And there it is, a big weapon potentially there to grab to hand. This is not out of the woods just yet. 10 more seconds on the horn. A Prowler ready for crashes if required. The position had to be giving up. And now Alpha from the back, but it's still Brock. And now Crashies 1v1. You've got to be composed on this. You've got to be keeping it cool, but Brock's still alive, still on 5. How to deal with the odds? But Crashies making sure Fnatic do not wane under the pressure.
Big bailout from Crashies early on. Always a threat with NRG in these purchases. Able to contest, contest mid so quickly. I mean, Kayak's put in such an awkward predicament here. But it's Brock again, who was absolutely pivotal in the previous series. And already now up to the signature weapon for him.
Yeah, I think all of us have come to know the value this man can bring. But Marder instantly forced off that midline he may have wanted.
What's key though is, well, I thought actually Som nearly catching more than he bargained for.
And I got to talk about this pace with Fnatic. We'll come back to it because Som now has to stand against potentially 4 coming his way. Maybe even 5, and they're slipping closer. This slow, tempered approach from Fnatic looks like it's scrapped, and Marder's walking. Oh my God, Marder! There he is! A little messy on the first, but cleans up on the follow-ups. Even sending Chronicle packing.
Huge damage again from Brock. You see Chronicle tag down to
Marder! It's so sick! He found Kayak! That flank could have dismantled this, but Marder on 3. And 2 more targets. Chronicle already low. We've seen what it's like when Marder wasn't firing on all cylinders. This could be the spin up here, and a swift reminder of that Odin as well. Marder, big start, and Brock doing damage with that Odin.
My concern being Fnatic just didn't have a response to this on Ascent the other day.
Yeah.
Just very little in the form of dealing with Brock, or even anticipating where he was going to apply pressure. But Marder, huge impact from him in round 3. Be another purchase here from Fnatic, but
An early ult as well.
yeah. I'm just seeing what they were going to say. Oh, Crash is actually looking to go toe-to-toe with Brock. Maybe try and spam off some of these angles.
Recovering it.
Early pressure towards mid here, but again, Fnatic just sitting very deep. Now conscious of the fact that there isn't much safety until they figure out where Brock's playing.
Yeah, it's almost like identify the operator, right? Find
Yeah, well, it's all, basically the same concept.
So they've shown the owl drone over towards the speed side. That will be seen and heard and dealt with by Kron, but Hunter's Fury, Kron's in trouble. Able to evade the first, the follow-up, a little bit dangerous, but he's fine, actually making away. I think just catching Boaster was the end of that.
Not much in the form of pressure here from the side of Fnatic, still committed to this early default.
Regrouping towards middle on the start, potentially?
Yeah, I mean, Brock's going to have it
God.
back now. This will be another indicator in favor of Fnatic if they can mitigate some of this risk ahead of getting towards the site.
Yeah, but I wouldn't fancy my odds against him.
No.
Slow and steady, they're approaching 30 seconds now. Again, a very clear shift in pace. Or pop flash middle, Ethan ready, but they're already going to be going past Brock. Actually, this time, Crash is going to try and control the angle, spams away. A little bit of chip, though. Look at Boaster, look at Kayak. They're not sitting too well. And this plan falls short for Fnatic. Alpha going to find one en route, but Ethan said, control this so well. Leaving just out for a 1v2, 6 seconds. Not enough to change the outcome now. It's the last man on the site. Can play him like a fiddle. Comfortable for NRG. Fnatic's plans of maybe finding that Odin didn't quite land.
Absolutely, yeah. You can see almost the adjustment here to actually figure out and make a decision, but it just doesn't come fast enough in my eyes. Not enough pressure over on the extremity that Brock's then drifted away from to re-dart mid. It's where NRG really stood out. It was the mid-round, the repositioning from Brock. And Ethan able to orchestrate that so effectively.
Just Just taking a breather here of the technical variety. Sorry.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Nah, man, obviously. I do believe it was just a little squeak. Hopefully that gets fixed up nice and quickly. Obviously, you don't want anything going astray, but we can kind of recap the first couple of rounds.
Yeah, just to come back to that same discussion, because I know you were on, I was talking, is in terms of anti-ing Fnatic, they're very one-dimensional, they're very linear in approach, and quite often we talk about teams not really being able to go blow for blow with Fnatic when they're in form. NRG didn't even entertain that. They allowed Fnatic to sit back, wait and wait and wait, and you could see certain elements of frustration, certain elements of confusion almost about how they approached this issue that they had no go-to plan to address. And like I said, there were so many times where Mada would fall and there was no trade coming through, but ultimately Fnatic couldn't convert it to a second kill or control somewhere else on the map. So in that regard, really playing from a disadvantage versus a team like Fnatic, not allowing them to actually snowball through some of these rounds, was why NRG were able to remain so composed and so in control of the set.
And that's where my curiosity peaks, though, is how far that then goes into this veto. Can they apply that same theory across the maps?
Well, here's the concern, because you start on Corrode and Lotus, which are two teams that you would need a robust plan in place.
Certainly would. So I quite like what we're seeing as it stands. It does seem as though the tech pause is concluded. Jumping back into game in just a moment. I recognise them. People down there. Going to dunk it. Bringing out a lot of the big names here for a big game. Really blame them. Just a couple more seconds as the players get themselves comfortable. Obviously, again, just want to get everything right here. Don't want any excuses. As coming back through, though, it should be a fairly light purchase for Fnatic. Just that Guardian in hand for Crashies, I think. And you're looking at the Sheriffs actually going to switch out, looking like for a Stinger. So back into the action, 2 apiece here. As NRG already showing that resilience, that ability to handle Fnatic's approach. And Fnatic yet to really make much of a stand to it. I like the tempo shifts we've seen from Fnatic too. A couple different looks of pace. Harder. Be a bit careful. There's already contact made as Kron testing Scuba. Bit of chip done here early. As now looking at the reaction here. Fnatic have fought for middle. Seems as though they've won it.
To see what develops coming out of that. Now, Fnatic looking to potentially find another pressure point here, but NRG playing very far back here. Happy to concede the space. Send one in. The clone will obviously be dealt with here. So I'm looking to spam onto this angle. A kayak will be noted.
Nice little angle there for Mada. Safety ensured.
30 seconds left.
Approach on B though. Ethan already kind of feeling that this is the final goal for them. Nice stall as well, just buying time for those rotations. You can see the waylay. Okay, and Mada just getting on close. The only real threat, I guess you could argue, maybe Crashies, but you're looking at these positionings and the timing, Mike, it's only 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think Fnatic not really finding anything they can pin their hopes to here. Scuba trying to clean up something here.
Time. Pretty close on the plant, but I think it's in.
Yeah.
Okay, Sheriff, Boaster and Chronicle with a Ghost. 4 alive against them. Chronicle's found Scuba, and a good bit of chip on Ethan. There's no way. Surely, right? Yeah, okay, Boaster's fallen. This is looking like NRG. Yeah, perfect in the end. Just making sure they're crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Again, this is a big stage. Can't stress it enough. You want to be making sure you're not making silly mistakes here. Keep the boys calm for NRG and on that same hymn sheet.
Yeah, that composure on display once more for NRG. Again, there was certainly threat there. So this will be a timeout of a different variety. Don't panic just yet, but early for Fnatic to check in terms of, I guess, initially the game. And one of the things that really stood out to me the other day was catching one of the coach reactions from Scott and Milan, where they were basically said, boys, what are we doing? What are we doing? I think a stark reminder that the game plan wasn't quite there. And I don't want to say that they underestimated NRG, but they were certainly caught off guard, which is something we rarely discuss with Fnatic.
And I don't think it's even just necessarily being caught off guard. There's probably that emotional side of it, absolutely. But I do think NRG so far have displayed the best plan of handling Fnatic. And I want to put that credit to Ethan, to the coaching staff, for knowing how to approach this in the correct manner.
Well, this is Bonkar's bread and butter, right?
Yes, yes. And we saw it clear as day on Ascent, but we're seeing it pretty much hit since those weapons came out round 3. It's been a one-sided affair now. Fnatic, if you've got a plan in mind, don't let these first couple of rounds, couple of maps get away from you.
No, and the point never came where I felt as if Fnatic went towards set strats, set pieces to even just take space away, not necessarily full-on site execs, but they were just so scared.
Yeah.
Again, of Rourke's presence, just his presence on the map.
And you can see why, though, sitting on 8-3 so early here.
Well, halfway to the ult again.
Feels endless, and it feels like you get away from Brock, but then you got Ethan Backbone on the site, you got Som holding a great line. Everyone's doing their job so far, so work cut out for Fnatic. What is the answer? Odds to play with, buy in hand. You got to show me something now. I like that from Marder.
Yeah, potentially to be tested once more. Chronicle will be facing off potentially against Marder. Have a very, very deep sight line here, and it was Brock actually showing the Odin early, almost baiting Fnatic in. Ultimates available here for Fnatic. Both the Alpha and Crashies all have theirs.
Careful here.
On the side, Ethan and Marder. Kayak actually catching a little bit of damage here in mid. Again, minute mark here, and no real inroads towards any other player on the side of NRG.
Scuba's over towards A, still got Som there, still got the paranoia. I've got to say, they're very frugal in dealing with a little early look. I like that from NRG as well, keeping control of it, not overspending utility. And the stall's good, but Crashes with the ult could allow for a push towards site. Does it connect? Only on one. And the little TP taken to maybe offset the expectation. Plant going to come in, layers on the ults down. They're investing a lot behind this.
Yep, get the spike down, but it is a full 5v5 here. Boaster has his as well. No command actually comes through very early on.
This post plant's a bit uncomfortable though.
It
they don't
really
have
is.
a lot of space on it. They didn't give up that elbow control on the NRG side, so Fnatic need to ensure they don't get flanked here. Alpha is doing the best he can for it, but Marder and Som finding that time to strike. Kayak going to claim one on the site, but the site has swung! NRG right back in this! And now, look, Kayak, what are you meant to do? You got so many bodies to get past, and Ethan's just defusing. NRG, brilliant control.
Absolutely swept them off the site. No command going very early on, but able to win out seemingly every single duel that occurred. Kayak has to TP on so deep away from the site. He has no way to stop anybody else from making progress. And this is with Fnatic still maintaining full mid control. Yeah, Marder sends the ult through and almost rolls out the carpet for NRG to approach.
I'll take down their fight.
They're playing a damn good game, Mike. NRG really are.
But again, it's the composure on display. It's almost waiting and waiting and waiting for Fnatic to make a decision, and then they're always in the right position.
This is a little bit of a tempo shift, a little bit of a gear shift here. You can see the Crashies a bit quicker towards Connector, running a bit closer towards B. They're trying to creep up here, maybe bring those Stingers to the right range, but you've still got Guardians, you've still got Vandals. But are they expecting Crashies so close?
Surely not.
I mean, he should be on for one. Here he is, delivers the first real death on the site, and that's Scuba going down. A vulnerability shown, and a chance to maybe force forward Kayak. Gonna follow it up, but it's still not comfortable here. Still not on that full buy, and Som has space.
Yeah. Unable to really dig Som out of that position, even here with the smoke.
Looks so similar
sight
to last
lines,
time.
yeah, it really does. Yeah, Marder's still over towards mid. Fnatic just waiting potentially for an overstep.
And NRG haven't been given that. They've been disciplined. You're highlighting it almost at the start of the round. You can see it very clearly here toward the end. NRG making Fnatic sweat for this. Now getting a little bit closer. Dart in play. This is where it's getting dangerous. Kayak trying to dodge the bullets. 29 HP, and there's a TP. That's him now looking a little bit worried. Is he behind me? Is he in front? I'm fine. Slow
shock darts!
But you can't avoid that. Brock, brilliant again. Boaster and Alpha, where are you now? Still worried about middle, but it's all on the site this time. NRG having answers. Boaster having to go through the motions, do everything he can to try and secure this plant. He can't do enough. And Alpha, he has to check on this. He has to give away position. They're trying to find him. Time's starting to tick now. Brock going back to try and get the defuse. Marder holds this down. NRG know the game plan, and it is surgical.
Marder looking way more comfortable this time around. Previously, you could see both Som and Ethan almost egging him on to commit to more engagements.
And
Fnatic, I mean, doing really well to even get to this position, but again, it's the composure, it's the flick of the switch for NRG, where they're happy to sit back, compose themselves, and address.
But also, you see a bit of frustration there, sure, don't blame you. But Fnatic either have to dig deeper or do better in those post plants. That's not enough security. You can't play a choke point up against that Odin and just get spammed off the angle. They have to find a deeper line to play on. But now NRG start getting naughty. We've seen this a million times. And Alpha will be kicking himself on that. And look how it plays in Scuba. Oh, it is devious. You're kidding me.
Let another one go.
Yeah, but the crowd's starting to kick up here. He doesn't even consider it. Scuba sends him 10 feet under. I can't get enough of this team. They are playing brilliant, beautiful Valorant right now.
And again, the switch up in round 8 to go forwards and set up a trap play like this. Again, just not allowing Fnatic the comfort that they're so used to having. Chronicle now, or 1v5. Som on the other side of this smoke.
God. And you feel like you'd maybe, dealt with the first one. Okay, Som's going to fall off this call. Nah, there was layers to this now. Oh, they are hitting today. And this starts to feel a little like the game before, Mike.
It really does, yeah. I mean, because once Fnatic were in the shell, in a corner, they just didn't have enough answers. That we didn't see any sort of adaptation to address some of the problems we saw solely on the minimap. Again, their own worst enemies when it comes to the clock. It's been a discussion that's recurring in terms of Fnatic this year. And it might be coming to bite them in the ass at the worst possible time.
Hey, look, this is Champions. It's the best of the best, right? So where's all of that veterancy that was talked about? Where's all those ideas now? NRG are outplaying you in every aspect, but a mid-walk for Fnatic. Trying to get close, but look what's waiting. It's not just one, it's three. Marder's here, Ethan's here, Brock's here. There is no easy access anywhere.
Pressured away from this, but Som, forced off the early angle, does still have Scuba here. Snakebite will slow things down as well.
God, 3?
Yeah, it's another round where Fnatic just can't get themselves over that first hurdle. That's just, yeah, I mean, down to a point now where they have to force the issue basically onto Brock with the pit coming out.
Yeah, and Ethan can just kind of passively watch across, draw all eyes towards him. It's going to be Brock with 2. But pick your poison at this point, Fnatic. You barely won middle, and you're down to 2 players left alive. Kron's on an island on B, but Kayak, clean kill. That spike's being watched. Draws the attention, draws the bullet, and they're trying to work this one out. I like it, but a great paranoia. And Marder's just out of there. Doesn't need to stick around. Doesn't need to be played in yet, but the barrel might give away the game. But Kron's got to be careful. Position already thought about. That paranoia right towards his feet. Late mid presence, but a big shot from Kron. A safe-ish plant. Just about getting it down. Now the Viper's bit on top. Holding on here, but it's Scuba again, the guy who was the downfall a moment ago. He's going to take a gamble, take a glance, and finds nothing. Pit has dropped.
First tap on the spike here, not going to draw anything out from Fnatic, but Kayak, when they go forward, just make the confirmation though.
Yep. The tap, Scuba waiting. Trying to toy with them. Checked again, spots another. I think he might have noted both now. High chance of this. And he somehow mentally worked this out, though. A little bit of a difference in possession. But what a shot! Oh my God! Outrageous Red Bull clutch! How is this guy a rookie?
Daylight robbery. Scuba with so many clutches the other day versus Fnatic here. and absolutely ice cold once more. Right under their noses.
He's so damn good, man. And he's outplayed Kron. Can we talk about that? You don't win those sort of scenarios against Chronicle. The guy's one of the greats out there. But Scuba understanding every aspect. Look at this. Oh.
This is where things were the sort of round where things spiraled out of control for Fnatic previously. No surprises to see. Effectively, the panic button hit once more ahead of round 10. And this is surely a mental check-in.
Oh, it has to be. It has to be. I've got to say, I was seeing earlier someone say, oh, there's no villains anymore. In this arena, I tell you, there's one team they're cheering for a little bit louder. But right now, they are being silenced. It's turning into a library out here. It's unreal. God, and it's...
Well, I mean, Scuba making a case for being
take it on.
the villain on that stage today.
Do it to him. Like, again, the fact that he's hitting this level here. He was the one who's played enough some in that smoke. Now he's doing this, making those sort of confident plays at the highest level possible against Fnatic. It's like they've just turned off any aspect of respecting who they are up against and playing genuinely their own game.
Really, really looking for an answer here in the last few rounds from Fnatic. And no timeout for the second half now. Som once more toying with aggression. Fnatic seem to be aware of the possibility. Got a little bit of a switch up here. It's Brock over towards A instead of Scuba this time.
Go.
Kayak's got to find some sort of tangibles for Fnatic to act upon.
Yeah, it really, really does. But Som's been slippery, right? He's been really hard to deal with. And look at this. The Hinder, the Odin spam, it's all there for Boaster. Does find one back, but it's all being traded again. NRG able to find stability in even all of this chaos.
See Chronicle disconnected from this, hasn't found anything in the lurk. Tag will come through, Alpha punished by the Odin once more. Fnatic just left in tatters. Another 2v4.
And look at the discipline, I love this as well, right? If you are Fnatic, you want to get a pick. You want to try and bring it to maybe a 2v3, get some security on the plant. They sit deep, they make them work for this. And look at the position that NRG sit in. Welcoming it almost with a smile. You want something in this? You want any win con? Come find us. There they are, standing guard, standing duty. Kron, the first to be absolutely melted. And Boaster looking like he's going to face a similar fate. What are you meant to do here, Fnatic? NRG surrounding you, Boaster. The ultimate showman right now with not much to say. It's just stunning from NRG, Mike.
I mean, we often talk about the sixth man in Valorant, but the clock is the sixth man for NRG here, and they are tapping into that advantage so many times. Like you said, trim the fat, they're able to reset, play so deep on the map. Like I said, you never want to be forcing the issue onto some of these unknown angles versus an Odin. And these second waves, I mean, the darts saving the drone so late on in the round, Rourke is pivotal.
Fear just got so tilted when you killed him, Brock. He got so tilted.
Yeah, rightfully so. Again, you are brute forcing into a position where you don't even get an engagement.
High flash, big swing like this. Show some versatility. However, Chronicle this time going to get his man. Going to dodge this though. That's a connection. It's got Kron down. So it's always traded, it feels like. In the most unorthodox of ways. Ethan going to be on kind of steadfast towards B. And Fnatic do like their reclears. They like their refights.
I was going to say, Ethan's still got a knife though, so.
It's all on timing here. Oh, yeah, that's big info. That's still 3. Potentially 4.
My ult is ready.
Just the 3 there. Alpha was just outside of it, but it's already caused the reaction. You can see it, but a lot of faith put into Ethan to hold this down.
Nobody to really offset this. I think maybe anticipating Fnatic's rotation. But we'll be able to effectively mitigate most of Crash's ultimate.
Like that. Most of them having a bit of a glance early. We're going to go back up, 45 seconds.
Face your fear!
This has been read. You can already see Ethan's positioning on this. Has managed to slip the net though, hold on. And I think that penny just dropped there. A fight on 2 fronts now. On the site, it's going to be, well, already Boaster going down. Alpha now already considered. Great shot on 1, but a better trade. NRG don't fight alone. There are layers to this. But Kaya, Crashies this time. But look who's against him. Before it was Chronicle and Kayak. Now Crashies has to deal with Scuba.
Tagged up down to 52 HP though, so this one will be even more impressive for Crashies. The one to shut it down. Playing an Odin and an operator here. Kron trying to get some energy going on stage here. After a drought in terms of rounds. Finally find a response, and it will be nothing short of a miracle to find a fourth in this opening half.
Need it. I know we talk about best of five marathons.
16-6, man.
But you talk about confidence and the knock-on effect of having a great start here. NRG will lap that up. Fnatic give us another though. Make it up to 4.
Toxins going up.
Alpha and Boast are both putting ults in here, but Boast are only down on a Bulldog.
Toxin screen down.
The byproduct of a string of rounds. There's Scuba once more to hold down the fort of B. This time around does have Ethan. Nada again going to explore mid. He's been in control of mid so many times. Early round, ahead of some of the retakes. Fnatic unable to find even a glimpse.
Yeah. Oh, the timing of this, uh-oh. That's going to be a problem. He's going for this one. Kayak's on the corner, though. How far are you willing to really go for that?
Called the cancel.
Okay, cancelled on this.
We might even see a bloodbath outside the site here. But again, it's 40 seconds. Fnatic haven't seen anyone yet.
The tension is now getting palpable. They're trying to send a fake, trying to send Crash.
The first confirmation.
Yeah. That's it. They're just putting a Prowler over towards A. Gonna pop the ult on this and then send Kayak in. Switch out of the weapon and he goes on him first. Like for the line to take the space. Can't really get away from this either, but look what's waiting inside that smoke. It could be the death of him. He has no idea what's waiting. But he finds Ethan and again gives him that foothold towards the site.
He was actually playing off the judge here. Mada going to shut down Crashies on that mid lurk.
10 seconds and Brock's got you found. The second that outline hits and being toyed with Kayak. There's just a heat-seeking missile flying above you. Oh, he's found a body and another. Mada is out of this world.
What a turnaround from NRG. Again, Fnatic waiting what feels like an eternity. And they walk into an absolute slaughter. NRG just absolutely channeling into the Odin and its ability to have impact.
God damn.
From such safe positions.
Yes. I just can't believe what Mada just did as well, man. Oh. That's a brutal one to try and deal with, but what a statement from NRG. Fnatic left down in the doldrums on 3 rounds, but Lou is checking in with a special Fnatic guest in the audience.
Et bonjour Paris, Angelina, la femme de Chronicle, est avec moi à l'Accor Arena. The beautiful Angelina just joined me here in Paris. For those who don't know, she's Chronicle's wife. And Angelina, the first question I wanted to ask you is, since the beginning of Kron's career on VALORANT, you've been together, so you've witnessed his success with Gambit, now with Fnatic. So long story short, why does every team he gets on does so well?
I do think that he is one of the best teammates you can have ever. Like, people don't know how much he sacrificed.
I think, yes, for the people, you know, behind the scenes and stuff, they might know, but not for everyone. Donc oui, pourquoi est-ce que chacune des équipes dans lesquelles Chronicle est a du succès? Et ben, je pense que c'est un des meilleurs teammates. Vous n'imaginez pas le nombre de choses qu'il est prêt à sacrifier pour ses coéquipiers. Et évidemment, ça se voit. And on a more personal level, I wanted to ask you, how does he make you proud every day? And what do you really want him to know, especially in tough times like this?
I mean, not gonna lie, he's the best man I have ever met in my life. So I just want him to know that he should never doubt himself.
Never doubt himself?
He is the best, yeah.
He is the very best. Donc ouais, moi ce que j'ai envie que Chronicle sache, c'est un homme incroyable. Je n'ai jamais rencontré d'homme comme lui dans ma vie, qu'il ne doute pas de lui. Il va y arriver. Those are very sweet words from you, Angelina, and he's very lucky to have you too. Now hold my hand and we're gonna try to handle the stress together on Corrode.
Easier said than done. 9-3 It's a stressful start if you're on the Fnatic side.
Yes, exceptionally. And I think just to touch here, we're obviously going to take a look at the Coinbase Econ report very, very shortly, but Brock, again, it's just undeniable value. And the fact that NRG have just such a robust plan to deal with Fnatic, like I said, embrace the pressure of the clock. And then they walk into these sites that there's no safety whatsoever. And the other side of it is, Marta's happy to now go forward, take these same risks that we saw him doing on Ascent, that he was punished for time and time again. They're able to satisfy both sides of the coin here. Fnatic left scrambling for an answer.
It's quite impressive. 3 rounds is all Fnatic got here. 9 for NRG. And to put it into context, 2 of Fnatic's rounds were in the pistol. It's been 1 since. This is NRG looking unfazed, unbothered, really untouchable. So let's see if this continues this way. It starts with the pistol, ghosts across the board for Fnatic, and on the other side, a couple of sheriffs here and there. And it's simplistic in the start. Direct in approach. Now, Crashies and Alpha trying to play around that wall.
Gonna be able to really find much on the back of that. It's gonna drop it. Look at the pressure, the rapid through sight already.
There's so many bodies on this side here, and Marta comes out swinging. NRG once again sending a potent message here. There is no fear on this side. There is no respect to be given. It has to be earned. And Brock right now is just outrageously good.
I mean, they know that a player has passed, and it's so quick. NRG just aren't even stopping to hard clear out. They are just bulldozing their way through. Crashies and Alpha are just caught completely off guard by this.
Man, I gotta say as well, NRG are gunners. They're doing this to like Alpha, Kayak, Kron, who've all had upswings in this tournament too. Like every one of them is hitting.
I mean, Crashies has come off arguably one of his best series ever.
Odin round 2, it's already here. Oh dear. Off we go. Marta flying in head first. And there's no stopping. Look at this. They're so confident. And that's what you get though. Kayak brings them back down to earth. Playing on that corner, joined by Alpha, trying to take the fight to NRG, but just fell flat. Boaster with a classic. Not going to win against that gun.
NRG up to 11 in the blink of an eye. Fnatic with very few positives again to string together, other than Kayak finding 2 here.
Hawks 21-6.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, wow. Okay, there's your positive.
Take some of that. Need a bit more, but you'll take it.
But yeah, I mean, NRG just riding the wave of confidence, of, I mean, just absolute trust in each other as well. Nobody's letting their foot off the gas. They are moving as a death ball.
And Fnatic trying to stand against it, trying to play out from Connector, but Marta doesn't care. Just straight up has a goal in mind, and he catches Boaster completely unawares. Kron was in the corner. It is a massacre. And Fnatic looking absolutely flustered here.
Hang on, though. The spike is still down over towards bottom mid here, and Fnatic, they're not going to spot it, though, is the issue.
Yeah, they have no idea.
Scuba could get the backstab on this.
But I think Scuba's only got the stinger, so what do you really do about it?
Alpha's looking this way. Oh, now they're not. Now they're not.
Scuba, you don't get 2 with the
They
stinger.
think the spike's already in sight.
There's no way you think this. And Marta's coming back out just to make sure, just to check, just to make certain. Good kill from Crashies with Scuba. The hit and run. They know there's another player there. Maybe even expecting Kayak nearby. Doubling down, do you go back to face Alpha? Any day of the week, he's still nasty, but Som standing on the site here, securing it, but Kayak a chance.
Need another 2K from Kayak.
He's got it. Oh, he's got nothing. NRG. They have a date with destiny, it seems like. 12-3. These are one of the most commanding performances I have ever seen.
Yeah, and we were discussing it ahead of this series starting. It's like, yeah, how many times have Fnatic lost to a team twice, let alone at all, but in the same event? NRG have just come back, and here, the key for me in the second half is tapping into the tempo shift. Again, Fnatic, they're scared, they're not going forwards, they're constantly backpedaling. And some rightfully on his feet here. It's just that the value of that mental game paying dividends for NRG. We're about to make another statement in this opening map versus Fnatic. Regardless of outcome, almost.
Yeah, that is irrelevant almost at this point. At 12-3, we know that Fnatic can do, you know, comebacks and all of this, but NRG, man, this is something different.
Spam. Trying to find a spam. This time we've seen NRG really slow down here.
Take flight.
The respect shown, the possibility of the purchase, but I mean, Fnatic, it's hideous to say the least.
Yeah, shaky buy, man. We've got Judge, Guardians. Look at this rotation bite as well. 4 players now on the A site.
Poison's off.
Chronicle coming across, he's just going to leave Boaster with a Judge in hand, has to find an absolute miracle here.
Towards the corner, he's hoping, he's calling for some help here. There's no signs of life on A, it's all coming towards B. Boaster, is there anything you can do to deny this? He takes the stab, but he only takes 1. The floodgates open, the B site's theirs, and Som is not stopping. Up towards heaven, they look none the wiser. He's done so well there, breaking even the closest rotations. Som is absolutely on it. And just Alpha and Kayak, the last 2 to find. And this is a different beast. I don't think Fnatic ever thought they'd face someone like this, but NRG are looking like a cut above the rest. Just Kayak has to try and stand. It is a blowout. 13-3. NRG look at home under the brightest lights.
Clutch or anything. Get this crowd excited, bro. Let's get on our feet, you know? Give them a show.
What are you doing?
Get as much of the crowd on our side as we can.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right? Yeah. Let's go.
World Cup, where we are starting off with VALORANT.
If you want to win, you have to win against the best.
So looking for revenge.
There's the shorty. And Alpha goes crazy.
They've all battled through the pressure and expectation.
Heretics have come back all the way.
Finally, we won. Finally.
You're my light in the darkness, my shining star in the sky. Without you with me, I'm hopeless. You're my reason. 'Cause 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 'c shining star in the sky. Without you with me, I'm hopeless. You're my reason to try. You're my ship in the ocean. You're guiding me through the night. You're taking me through the motions. You're guiding me through the night. You're guiding me through the night. I could do this all day. I could do this all
It is an absolute dream start for NRG in this grand final. I'm now joined by their coach Bonka. Now, last time you spoke about how you are aware of Fnatic's timings and rotations. And given how much tape there is out there of your Corrode, are you surprised that they didn't have maybe a similar understanding on how you guys like to play?
Maybe they had a better understanding of how we play attack. They gave us defense for some reason, so they couldn't abuse all of the tape that they had on us. And we knew what they were going to do on attack, how they default and how they move, and we just abused it.
Thank you very much for your time. Good luck.
It's safe to say that Fnatic was read like an open book. NRG knew every single chapter, top to bottom, and that is the reason why they walked away with a massive 13-3 victory on Corrode to kick off our Champions Grand Finals. Welcome back, everyone, to the desk. Golden Boy here along with Kukuka Mimi. We also have Sideshow joining us here today.
How are you?
I know. Thank you for showing up to work.
I was just hiding at the beginning. I'd like to come out when the game begins.
What a guy. What a guy. All right, well, let's go ahead and go into our HyperX Reflex moment, and this one is going to go to Mata and Mimi. We were seeing just Mata really light up the server here with this op.
The amount of confidence that Mata was showing in this game was absolutely incredible, but also the amount of mastery that he has on the waylay. I think he does a really good job of finding the right timings to use that dash or a fract out. This play just kind of looked like a waylay trailer moment of getting the kill there, realizing time is so low and that he has an opportunity to make the play and single-handedly win this round. And him coming online was one of the big win conditions I was looking at for NRG today, and he's already here map 1.
Yeah, but we can, I think, make the argument for most of the players. To me, also, that final round, it's a good sum up of how Fnatic was playing that map. They know that they have the Odin. They know that they have to be faster just because they're not going to have that many facilities. So getting the spike down and actually just playing for the postman with everything that NRG have been putting on the table, with how impactful the Odin have been, the movement, with how much balls they were playing, honestly.
Oh, yeah, but see, the thing that we were really latching onto here, Sideshow, was just the speed upon which NRG were retaking sites, approaching these players. The Fnatic boys just did not have much room to work with because NRG was suffocating them.
Yeah, well, they get funneled in by the op and the Odin. It's really difficult to go in a direction that NRG are not pushing you in, and that sets them up with all of the space for the retake.
They also talked about some of the reads that they had, Coach Bonkar did. I think they did a really good job of abusing elbow when they were anchoring on A. Fnatic likes a lot of times to kind of path courtyard into the site and plant in the spot you see it planted exactly here. But NRG was very insistent on keeping 1 or 2 players in that elbow area pretty much every round. And the pressure that they were creating allows you to have a crossfire with the spawn players when you're retaking. And it makes it so much harder for Fnatic to really keep any space except out in the open in courtyard.
Look at the difference here between, on the left, stage 2 pick rates of the Odin. Brock still at the top, but only picking it 17% of the time. This is him at Champs and the Pretenders. That's 2 through 5 and beyond. Brock picking it 49% of the time. This also includes pistol rounds where you can't purchase the Odin, and he was massacring people. Crashy's bought it as often as he could to try to counter, and he got smacked. Brock had 17 kills just with the Odin alone. Crashy's had 9 total. I mean, listen, it's Master. It's not even Master versus Apprentice. It's Master versus Pretenders out there.
Dude, the Odin plays from Brock. I'm sure that there are a lot of people who have many opinions on that particular weapon, but you cannot deny the impact that that man has with that particular item. But for now, though, let's actually see what's going on in the Fnatic camp. We have Coach Milan here.
I've got Coach Milan here with me ahead of map 2 now. You have faced NRG already in this tournament, and it's looking like a little bit of deja vu after that first map, but what is the adjustment for the rest of the series to make sure the result is different this time?
I think it's a mental adjustment. I think the boys we're off to a rough start, and that's okay. I think we just need to talk a little bit more, make our lives easier, and as long as we start doing that, I think we'll be in a good spot for the rest.
Well, I hope that does happen. Best of luck.
And rattled they were. I mean, look at that scoreline, Bea. Not the way that one of the giants of EMEA would have wanted to start their run here at the Champions Grand
And do not
Finals.
forget, it's a 13-3, but they won pistol and the round after, so it's not really that they got any kind of momentum. I don't think they feel safe in any way. I think that what Milan is saying is that we're not talking, we're not communicating, we're leaving the gaps open, and nobody is addressing what we're going to do with them. Yesterday was kind of the same with Sunset at the beginning. They lost map 1, and they gave 100% on the second one. And of course, it has to happen. If they want to even consider winning this best of 5, Lotus, it has to be a guarantee.
Yeah, Bonka was saying it was silly that they decided to start attack side on Corrode, and I got to agree because it plays into the Brock Odin. On this map, they've chosen to start on the attack side NRG, which plays into potentially the Boaster Odin. So he's going to be playing it around Tree. Then when the sides swap, you get it coming out from Som and Brock. Again, it's a weapon to watch on Lotus.
Yeah, no big changes here, obviously.
Well, I mean, there is one for NRG. They were playing the Neon previously, swapping in that Raze instead now. It changes how you play it a little bit. You're probably going to be going for less like fast ideas right at the start of the round, but Mod is very good on that Raze as well. And the nade is a great tool, especially to deny plants or in your own after plants.
He has been playing with the
Do I have it twisted?
Maybe you do, but
I'm sorry, you're so right. I'm thinking of their Haven
Don't
Raze.
worry, don't worry. It happens. 3 sides, it absolutely happens. For a second, sometimes you make me second guess myself, and as you should. For the side of Fnatic, I know that we've talked about Kaya, talked about Alpha, Chronicle, and Boaston, and we have barely mentioned Crashies. We know that this head-to-head of Crashies versus NRG is something that we spoke a lot the previous time that they faced up against each other, but I need him to show up. I feel like he has been having also such an amazing tournament. The making things easier for the rest of the players, especially in Lotus, has to go through Fade.
The way that Fnatic like to play, they put bodies over towards C and play A for like the re-clear, the spam. I'm looking for NRG to be buying up maybe Sheriffs, Guardians, Odins, counter-spamming into Tree and put pressure on Boaster. I really think that he, from an IGL perspective and just with how he's responsible for defending Rubble, is key to the first half here.
Yeah, that's right. Well, folks, if Fnatic want to be able to keep themselves in this series, this map right here is critical for them. But NRG could very well go up 2-0, and that is danger zone. Let's send it back over to your casters. Here's Pansy and Hypoc yet again.
They say that pressure is a privilege. There's truth in that fact that they've made it this far for Fnatic. But map 1 was a blowout by all rights, Mike. 13-3. 2 of them a pistol round win. This cannot be the same story. If they want their legacy to be etched into that trophy, you got to start now. Or that new generation, that young blood is on for this.
And I've got to come back to a similar talking point that I made in map 1 and the previous series as well. This is Fnatic being contested in a way that they are so alien to experiencing. It's total disrespect to the macro game that Fnatic like to employ in Valorant, and it's just a joy to watch. NRG happy to concede this space and almost embracing the question marks that Fnatic like to rely on.
There will be NRG on the attack, and I can imagine the pressure, that pace will continue, but it's a 4-man stack on the other side. Fnatic are in the right place here. Lovely paranoia and a quick fight, but it's Marder instantly quelling that aggression, and Scuba, gotta be careful, was caught by that. He actually gets to keep his life here. Fnatic falling away from the fight.
First engagement not going their way. Some chip damage, sure, but NRG going to be fairly comfortable.
Just looking at Som there for a second. Wondering if he was going to get involved, or maybe just expecting someone to re-clear this, go for a walk late.
Toxin screen down.
Now almost reading into potentially somebody slipping the net on C. Boaster with a visual check, but going to be anything on the other side of that. I don't think someone would have caught a footstep or anything in terms of the rotation here, but Fnatic actually will dig their heels in, will set up across Flyer, put Crashies over towards the elbow, and now NRG going to find themselves a wide open A site.
30 seconds left.
They are orchestrating the perfect scenario for themselves. And again, you imagine some late round here too. There's going to be that turret in the way, but that's about all the resilience they'll feel towards B. To be handled swiftly, it is. NRG now looking to find stability and comfort in the post plant. Pausing for a moment, maybe expecting a flood back in, and there is pressure coming through door. That could be the swing factor. Good trade for Boaster as well as they try and fight through. But Ethan putting up some numbers, but put back to bed. Crashies and Kron up against Scuba and Som. Who takes that contact? It's already Scuba. It's gonna be Scuba, starting things off with a bang.
Again, even at the point where Fnatic decide to take some of these engagements, NRG able to find the crucial kills, the ones that allow them to then stabilize on site. Alpha in those sort of situations, good for a couple, but traded off so quickly here. NRG again happy to let the round breathe after finding a first blood. Leave Fnatic guessing.
It just feels like such a champion mentality too, to be able to understand what it feels like to be on the other side of Fnatic, who are, you know, the player down in that, would love a bit of info, take a bit of a gamble.
Teams so often choke when Fnatic slow things down. They feed into the extremities, they walk into these traps. NRG embracing that, welcoming that sort of play style.
It's actually brilliant to see. Now, grouping up this time. The other side, it will be Boaster, still has the paranoia. Crashies there, Prowlers, but you're looking at weapon rates classics. So, again, NRG shouldn't have too much issue with this. Gonna just check that close left cubby. No one noted for Marder. So this could be the green light to go.
So here, Boaster. Slow it down with the paranoia, but only really buying himself a couple of seconds to be able to prevent that. Actually, Borkshot down. Gotta go down a second.
No way you're getting two there. Hold on, there's some life in this round yet. Kayak with a quick grab onto the Odin as well, as Ethan and Marder are on the run, but Marder, being a bit of a madman here, tries to get in their faces by a couple of seconds for the plant, and Ethan finds a man, drops him, huge work. They're doing what they need to, but the weaponry still good. But audacious play from NRG. That is what you want to be seeing. Confidence and aggression, no matter the scenario.
Flipping another disadvantage of NRG. Even when Fnatic get the upgrades. Again, an Odin and a Phantom here. I mean, yeah, I believe it was Ethan, and Mano only had a Stinger as well.
Yeah, it was nothing.
But three singular approaches here from Fnatic on the way back in. Picked two pieces. I think for Fnatic almost anticipating them sitting deeper, tucking back into ratty spots considering the inventory. Boaster will do his best cosplay. Actually, yeah, it's more damage on the back side of that.
Frog knows how to be playing this too, right? This, again, look, we've seen the Fnatic historically have run this a very long time. Big util dump there and no reward. Lovely read of what was the expected reaction. And it's all now eyes on Alpha. So much on his plate, he's left running.
Can't really contest this. No util at the choke point here, but does have a rifle to play with. Marder already applying pressure though. Will allow safe passage for NRG.
Got to get a say in this Fnatic, or they are going to be absolutely herded out of here. But some going to fall. Gonna find comfort in the smoke as he normally does. Big ult gonna come through though. Scuba gonna find Kron. It ain't over yet. 4v4. What's the post plant looking like?
Players actually looking to reset here, but Brock and Boaster both finding kills.
Blow for blow in this one, and Kayak trying to just shift a little closer, take away some of that space. Alpha still hesitant to even come closer here.
So much time has passed, Lauren.
They've got to get a move on. Kayak just going to fly on in, and NRG play back on the site. You can't get past Brock. NRG locked in now.
Starting to feel themselves very early on. The second map here. Again, more signs of hesitation on the side of Fnatic. It's just such a huge concern. Again, Milan's talking about, you know, everybody needs to start talking, communicating. Makes me feel as if internally there's no real direction from Fnatic in some of these. And it's reflected in what we see.
Because you're not getting any breathing room for the individuals to shine. You're not seeing Fnatic looking control at all. NRG at the helm of this until then. Boaster with one, but you've got to find a whole lot more. Big paranoia, big shot. Kayak, Chronicle, finally looking alive! Fnatic, giving the crowd a reason to cheer, but it took some damn time.
Need a couple more of those to get Fnatic back into this series. We'll find their first here. Like a brilliant response from Kayak as well. Yeah, absolutely.
Together. They need some of this. They were looking out of this, Mike, and I know we've talked to death.
Let's go, Fnatic!
How much it would mean for someone like Boaster. The boys beside him, seeing others lift the trophy that they've desired the most. That is something you earn here. All of that desire gets you nowhere.
NRG just looking to brute force their way back into this part of the map. Disrespect once more. Damage done, but Boaster has to retreat.
Does, but falls back well, can invest the smoke, the pressure, the tempo is high. Starting to try and speed up on the site here, looking at the blind coming out, the paranoia's there, Marta, great work there. Showstopper to follow, NRG, blow for blow in this. That tempo ain't shifting to your favor. Till then, Boaster still desperate to hold on, but they try and chomp onto the bit. And Marta's still hunting, still hungry for another target. This might be called for a save already.
NRG are just so decisive, so quick to pounce on anything. They don't want to give Fnatic room to breathe.
And you talk about leadership as well, and I know, obviously, Boaster there is an icon for that in his own very unique ways. But on the other side, Ethan has these boys in line. I mean, they are absolutely fighting on the same page. As you said, I liked what Fnatic did in that previous round, but then NRG went, cool, we'll do it too.
Well, yeah, in terms of the mental game, look at it. The following round, they just go, well, don't care about your setup, we'll brute force it. And like I said, Boaster has no say in this. He has to retreat. And then as soon as they're spotting somebody, like here, the isolation on crashes, immediately then Showstopper to potentially find Chronicle. Boaster doesn't even have a chance. NRG are just so happy to take risks, but take risks together, time and time again. Fnatic ride the wave of having freedom versus so many opponents. And here they are not being given that opportunity. NRG leaving nothing to chance.
I like that. Marta just soaking it in. I'm out for Fnatic. He's the man up against you, and they didn't see the best of Marta yet, I don't think.
No, I come back to that same thing. We caught a glimpse of Ethan and Som egging him on, just like, yeah, cool. What, he was 2 and 12 in opening draws of Ascent, and they're still like, you're better than him. You're better than him.
Swing him.
Don't back down. Keep going forwards. And here you can see that this is the benefit of that sort of internal dynamic, is Marta being able to shine in map 1 and be so pivotal at the start of map 2. It is truly a joy to watch.
It is, and to see it at a level where there's such thin layer of difference between the two teams on occasion, right? They're great teams, they're grand finalist teams. This is champions, it's the best of the best.
Like I said, one of the most storied organizations and rosters and IGLs in Valorant here, and they are getting simply outclassed.
That's what they have to overcome, Mike.
I actually can't believe it feels like it's happening again, where Fnatic have just come, not necessarily unprepared, but
unstuck, unmade.
Yeah.
Let's see. Again, the timeouts weren't landing for me. Kayak. Oh my word, live and die by the sword, I guess. And it felt desperate. NRG get to reset this one. They don't lose too much. A bit of a chunk of damage on Marder, but Kayak lost on the other side as well.
Well, first time that actually Fnatic going to be in a position to deal with the second layer of NRG's mid-round. Chronicle and Alpha here to potentially... nothing, Alpha doesn't even go 1-for-1.
This just feels like we're slipping into Fnatic's nightmare here. Some of their big players, their headline stars, are absent. Alpha 1-4, no real chance to play in. And the strength of NRG standing side by side. Into the post plant. Damage is done, great. C's coming through, but nothing to be made of it.
Yeah.
No next layer, no pounce on the trap. And now what can they do? The paranoia goes in, still feeling no pressure until then. Crashies delivers the bullet. And then the ult on top here, but look at Ethan. This guy could be their unmaking. Bullet to the side of the brain, and they put just Chron alive. NRG are just confident in everything they do. They back themselves, and you see why. This is amazing work from NRG. I cannot stress it enough.
Putting on an absolute clinic. Again, massive risk to be taken here by Kayak, but it's a solo endeavor. Again, even, I mean, there's certain elements Alpha committing to. He's a player that you put him in a corner and he will deliver.
He'll give you
potentially 3 or 4 kills sometimes. I mean, so to see him just fold, Chronicle not able to even capitalize on that.
Let's make some chaos.
It is truly telling to how it must be internally right now for Fnatic on the stage.
Next test. Getting under the skin of Fnatic here. Now a change up. Working towards that orb, they got it. Ethan now all ready to go, and Fnatic almost overreacting, having to over-rotate, taking a gamble in a sort of round like this and leaving Boaster on an island.
The Guardian, difficult to string multiple kills together. Too far off on the spam there. I'm surprised Marder didn't take more damage, but Som elsewhere, picking up the kills. It's 3 for Som.
It's just magic to watch. They're getting everything they want. Dreamy work from Som. Thought maybe 2 was going to be enough there, but that completely unlocks the map.
Crash is going to challenge it, but not even Som to find it. Brock will secure. Boaster now shut down. Flawless round from NRG to find their 6th. Fnatic just they can't find anything.
Can't get going.
No.
They are being shut out, shut down, and kept on 1. Let's see what you got here.
Wow, Sam. Holding it down at Mount, huh, Clint?
And it's chill for NRG.
Yep.
Just going through the motions. Again, Alpha sitting at 1 and 5.
You just don't see it normally.
No.
You just don't. And it's credit to NRG because, again, no one else makes Fnatic look like this. It ain't just an update. This is being dictated to.
Face your fear.
Kayak stands his ground. Great delivery on 1. Slips to a deeper angle and does get out alive. Man to the good. Taking away Marder.
Now NRG decide to respond now. Som does have the TP. Scuba 1 away from the pit as well, but actually Som just gives up the angle. He's going to spot him though. Oh! And still found the kill!
He can't do anything wrong! Oh god, I thought he was just going to shoot through the smoke and get Alpha as well. The stars aligning for Som. And they're just walking the map, taking names, man.
Crashies left on an island to try and anchor. Side about the pit invested on the back of nothing outside C. It's going to be the green light for NRG. They hear that go off. They know it's not here.
Yeah, absolutely. And they go on this, said that they have no hesitation about how they approach this. They play as one, playing as a collective. Crashies trying to sit a little bit deeper, hold a bit of space. Does he see the pixel out of place? He doesn't. Ethan beheads him. And it's looking simple again. It's looking like it's all too comfortable. Pick goes up, and this doesn't even look approachable.
No. Fnatic have to save it. I mean, Boaster actually can't TP out. He finds a couple of kills here off of spam alone. There's nothing for Fnatic to follow through on.
Door is looking shut here, and Boaster, try as you might. The only good outcome is getting to live at this point. NRG are just a cut above. There's not much more to be said here.
No.
You can get a couple of exits.
Yeah, a spade, a spade. This is absolutely textbook from NRG.
Good God. So far, what? Fnatic have had 4 rounds in
Yeah.
total. Sum total, 4 rounds.
I mean, almost expecting another timeout to go. We were talking about the timeout being hit so early on in map 1. And even hearing Milan kind of allude to some of the mental issues that are going on.
We are better than them individually, all right? I don't want it to...
I mean, Alpha desperately trying to, instill some confidence in his teammates. But by the way, every single time Armada is just on his feet, staring down Fnatic.
Well, it's something about American Ethan on the stage. At least he's not on the desk yet.
Talk about, embracing this pressure. Relishing in it. What a shot that is.
Truly, the new blood up against the old guard. Both standing tall, but one stands with 7 rounds to only 1. And we can talk about that mental aspect. Yes, we can talk it to death. But it's not just that. It's not just the aim. It's not just those small aspects, which do matter. This has been an overall read and then some from NRG. Preparation has been perfect. Their antis are good. Their overall ethos of just knowing how to approach this has been stunning.
Yeah, I mean, Bonka worded it better than I ever could. It was, we know what they do. We know the timings. We let them do it.
Yep.
We let them do it time and time again. Like I said, I was waiting for the moment in map 1 where Fnatic drifted back into set pieces, looking towards full-on XX, but it just never came.
Toxin screen down.
Puff of the chest here from Fnatic once more on the back of Kayak and Boaster. Kayak, for the first time, will find a little space to move into.
But are they afraid to overreact? Are they afraid to feed into it now? Kayak still trying to stand tall. A deeper line adopted than ever before. Prowler will connect and forced off. Still diligent in their clears, NRG.
It's glass cannon, by the way.
Oh my God, it is. You're right. I didn't even notice that. He's going back for seconds. He's feeling brave. He's feeling bold, and maybe that's what they need. It's costing them some time. He's buying a lot of space here. I like this from Crashies. Getting involved, getting ahead. Does he get away? He does.
Nice big
slip away here, shut down Brock.
That was all for just 1 kill.
Yeah, look how hard they have to work for it. Crashies comes away clinging to life.
Nice reposition, good shot, Kayak. Key in this. They have one out on the seaside, but it's a 5v3. This is the best opportunity for Fnatic yet, and it could be one that absolutely breaks their back and heart if they lose it now.
Scoop attacked off that angle as well, down to 66, but Plant will come through. Mada continuing to explore.
Mada, are you ready for this one, Fnatic? It doesn't matter, he's still good for 1. The 2v4 here. Ethan then, feeling like he's next up. Finds one, drops him, Hawk goes in. Scuba stands as well. NRG working down Fnatic, body by body. Zekron and Alpha, 2 of their heaviest hitters, have to find the next stand. And NRG, in an unwinnable scenario, doing the unthinkable. And Chronicle, he'd been trying to stand against Marder, and this time, he can't stand at all. Fnatic folding, as NRG could not put a foot wrong.
What a follow-up from Ethan to continue applying pressure behind Mada here. And they get just absolutely no fear whatsoever. Scuba sending Fnatic around the houses trying to hunt down these kills. I come back to the same statement. Look how hard Fnatic have to work to even pin a player down on NRG.
That was a first-class round. What was it, a 2v4? Okay.
Very nice shot.
Or something. Well, I still can't ride it out. You still got Ethan,
Well,
you still got Som, you got Brook still standing.
Alpha does still have Chronicle here, both with Guardians. Alpha does have the lockdown. Kayak, now on the back of that kill, does have the showstopper. So certainly, yep, an advantage here for Fnatic.
Nice. Oh, it's not nice enough yet, though. Ethan took a little bit of damage on this, but the respect given. The back of potentially just that Odin in Brook's hands. You've got to be cautious here, but Kayak going to find Brook. Ethan, I mean, this was tough before. It's impossible now. It's Kayak. Back with some big shots. So we can give them a lifeline. But Mike, it's still just a second round.
Yeah, it's only a second. It's, I don't think we were looking at potentially positives for Fnatic to find in map 1. They did, but again, there was so few and far between that didn't amount to them gaining any sort of momentum or taking away the control from NRG. I mean, luckily this one comes in a thrifty, but again, it's round 10, man.
Okay, can you get momentum? Can you string together some rounds? Harder. Lucky to be sitting so healthy after that. Looked pretty on the money. Boaster is going to be forced off this. There's not as much comfort as they'd normally get.
Rotation coming through preemptively here. Kayak wants to be in the right spot to find this showstopper, or find value from it, at least. Fnatic, first time, looks as if they've got the correct read here.
But Scuba's still got Crom. They can cancel on this now. Sends the showstopper, finds nothing for it. Scuba's still here! Still dropping bodies! And look at the seaside, it's wide open!
Sorry, some TP'd out of that, by the way.
How?
Uses a whole team to get...
Seaside finds nothing for it. Scuba's still got Crom. They can cancel on this now. Sends the showstopper, finds nothing for it. But Scuba's still got Crom. They can cancel on this now. Sends the showstopper, finds... This is still rough around the edges. Boaster gonna quell the aggression on CT though, gonna find Som and bring it back to a 3v3.
Forcing Alpha to actually reposition to use this lockdown. So won't get benefit in terms of that default placement. Well, at least get them back onto site here.
Still a line to work with though. Harder does have ult as well, so don't forget about that. There it is, coming in quite late. Just going to be propping up that space, keeping control of water. Shine the dog, doesn't get what he needs. But then going to slip towards site. Kayak starting to fire on all cylinders though. Marta puts it back to bed as NRG just going to make Alpha stare at what could be, but he can't do anything about it. A desperate attempt, but he knows it's done. NRG are just unrelenting.
And the perfect response, the perfect way to employ the Odin in this sort of scenario. And NRG happy to, cool, invest the lockdown, absolutely fine. We've got a slice to play with. Yeah, what is that? What is that TP, man?
Don't understand.
It's just outrageous.
I've never seen
Left
this.
Speechless.
Yeah, genuinely. And at 2-9, not much really to say about this. NRG, as said, how many fine words can we create for them? Expecting an aggressive look here, just on the wrong side of the map.
Same thing that happened towards the end of the first half on Corrode as well. Now anticipating finally the switch up.
Very diligent in their clears though. That Prowler invested just to make sure. They seem to be reading well. This would be the expected go-to.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks like NRG have Fnatic's playbook in their hands. Kayak.
Ooh!
What a second, actually.
How much more? That was it, but still gave them a good chance at this. All going to come in on top, send them scurrying. Scuba trying to be a threat in the back lines, but backs away. Plant should be up next. 4v3.
Scuba noted now, but Rourke does still have the Odin. I don't want to see Fnatic leave this too late. As previously able to rely on this, but now, again, defying expectations. Rourke's on site.
Som, operator, finds a man. Boaster gone now, even numbers. Utility coming in thick and fast though. Som now going to steady up, try and find those next players to drop now, but it's going to be on Krot. Som misses one. There's still life to be had. Scuba, you're not going to do this. Oh my god, 8 HP running around the houses. But just about in time, Fnatic clinging to life, Michael.
It's just by such fine margins that they're even able to get a third on the half.
3 rounds is all they walk away with. Yes, in slightly better places, but that is devastating. NRG looking simply untouchable.
फॉरेक्स ट्रेडिंग अभी
एक ट्रेड में 6
Okay, checking back in. We'll be jumping into that Coinbase.
क्या बात करूं भाई, ये जो
Fnatic
जिस
have a
हिसाब
little
से
look
खेल
as to
रहे
how
हैं
it's
ना,
shaking down, but
बात करने
a lot of
लायक
us can
थोड़ा नहीं है
imagine
मेरे को.
it will be an NRG player at this point.
Yeah, no surprises. They just, again, what, 6 rounds in total so far in this series? I think 3 of them have come from, basically half buys or thrifties from the side of Fnatic, so NRG in total control of the finances. And I'm at a loss for words. It's rare, I know, but at a genuine loss for words at what we are witnessing here, Lauren.
It's to see such a difference.
Yeah.
To see such a gap between the two teams. And not just on one map now. We've seen it on multiple. We're here in map 2 and it feels like a familiar tale. However, here comes swing from Barna. Looking like he's made for this stage.
Absolutely, yeah. I think you can see now that he's starting to embrace it, that it's causing real issues for Fnatic. I mean, it's about the lapless the crowd has been so far this series. If ever there was a time to find that magic, find a comeback, it would be now.
I'll find you. Feel the weight of it really, don't you? Even if you lose, you want to go down swinging.
Yeah, not like this.
For NRG, you don't want to take a second away from this. Not to let them rebound. You want to stay on their throat the whole time. Be cold, be brutal. Let them know. The crowd trying to bring Fnatic back here.
गेम का वॉल्यूम ज़्यादा है. हाँ, Discord.
NRG, of course, the defense.
Rourke and Barda both taking a chunk of damage here. Getting to that point of the round where Fnatic need to find some point of weakness or an opportunity for them to progress. NRG not biting just yet. Happy to commit towards the setup. It's Som, ever the anchor.
30 seconds left.
Control A site will be here to at least pick up on some of these sound cues.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, just
on this, but where's the plants that are coming? Does still have spikes, so I get a bit nervous if he's the one exploring deeper. But for now, sees there maybe preempting the pre-take. Yeah, lovely from Kai.
भाई कल मेरा एग्जाम है मैं देख के तेरा स्ट्रीम देख रहा हूँ भाई.
For Fnatic, one who stepped up nicely.
भाई
अभी here we go.
पहला मैच देखा.
हाँ बहुत देर से स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं. भाई 13-3 से आ रही है Fnatic.
Fourth round now.
एक्सपेक्ट भी नहीं किया होगा तुमने. इतना गंदा आ रही है.
एक और है स्ट्रीम.
Kayak, sorry, to come forward and immediately on his feet. You can see here, trying to give his teammates something to get behind.
अभी ज़्यादा हो गया भाई sound.
But a long way back into this.
It's the start they needed. NRG though.
भाई पता नहीं कैसे खेल रहे हैं यार ये लोग. कुछ वही नहीं.
And that's only a smoke holding them. And they're going to burst through now. On the timing of the reload.
NRG तो जीतेगी अभी.
Great work from NRG.
लग रहा है.
It ain't over yet.
Fnatic का तो कमबैक करना बहुत मुश्किल. पहला मैच NRG जीती ना.
हाँ 13-3 से जीती है लिटरली.
Down on 14 HP. Marder does get to back.
भाई जो कल परफॉर्मेंस दिया था ये Fnatic उस हिसाब से तो खेले तो भाई क्या खेले भाई ये लोग.
कल का बढ़िया क्या था इन लोगों का. भाई पता नहीं कैसे खेल रहे हैं ये लोग.
Smoke still to play with those. So Fnatic can string their way
उनका
across here.
NRG का वेस है ना भाई वो बढ़िया खेलता है भाई.
कौन NRG का?
वेस.
For those 11 kills have broken the Fnatic.
अरे उसका नाम क्या है? ब्रॉक
ना ओडिन प्लेयर.
हाँ ये Fnatic का क्रॉनिकल भी बहुत अच्छा खेलता है मुझे.
This would be it.
अरे वो
2 more to find. Spots the first.
Nice one.
क्या
nice. बहुत तगड़ा निकाला है अभी उसने.
Trying to bring Fnatic back to life.
I'm not much of a lit friend.
अभी भाई डिले है.
हाँ मेरा स्ट्रीम थोड़ा डिले है.
I can't take it.
क्रॉनिकल ने अभी राउंड निकाला है बहुत बढ़िया.
But what's more, look how hard they have to work.
भाई
अभी भाई नहीं है उनके पास.
Just to drag it across the line.
This is the first real challenge now.
उनका ओडिन है. अबे भाई ये मेरे को ब्रॉक बहुत वो लग रहा है. लगातार ओडिन कर रहा है जो.
Oh, Marder. You're going to check on Marder, right? You're not going to forget about Marder. You can't forget about him. Again, this guy. A thorn in the side perpetually. Playing up towards rubble. Kayak Alpha and Crashies. This is a hard one now to play into.
Yeah, and the trade-off here is actually losing Boaster and Chronicles, so...
अगर क्या जैक ने ईथन या स्कूबा में से किसी को निकाल दिया तो
सबसे easy हो जाएगा. Rely on in this mid-round. Set themselves up.
लेकिन ब्रॉक ओडिन लेके बैठा है.
Huge to find number 6.
That's when it feels possible, right? That's when you start feeling like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
3v3 तो है.
actually one away from the showstopper here.
स्ट्रीम डिले है मैं उधर लाइव देखता हूँ.
Huge tool to find.
स्ट्रीम अरे मेरा वो पता नहीं क्या हुआ है.
It's very late to bait out the wall and try and rotate here.
स्ट्रीम डिले पहले लगाया था मैच पे उसके बाद हटाया अब फिर वही डिले पे चल रहा है.
Who has to sit back and watch this one pan out.
Here we go.
Walker spam these angles, by the way.
नया एजेंट भी उन लोगों ने रिलीज कर दिया, मतलब रिवील कर दिया.
And they've got to know that. They've got to know the Hawk is alive. They've got to know the Odin's still in play. What are we doing?
हाँ देखा भाई देखा.
NRG gifted. One on the way in and now the spike left isolated on the side. Oh, this is
वो abilities वगैरह सब करता है ना भाई वो वही है.
They're just going to flop this side. Mistakes. Under those bright lights, Alpha can't do anything. NRG, calm as ever.
नहीं होगा रे Fnatic से.
You can see the awareness is there. They're waiting. for the Odin to ring out, but then
इतना
they drift
बेकार
into
की
these
खेल रही है
open
भाई।
sightlines.
I know it's going to be hard without any smokes to play in, but
पता
they
नहीं
gotta
guys।
know.
They got the showstopper ahead of taking
एक
sight
दिन
here.
इतना अच्छा खेलती है दूसरे दिन।
It's
दोनों मैप शायद
really,
इसका
really
एनआरजी
tough
का
to
पिक
watch
था।
some of these situations
लोटस
that
और ये
Fnatic is second guessing themselves in. The back of that, Marder now has a showstopper of his own. See, able to repurchase here, so Fnatic still with another chance to prevent NRG finding 11.
भाई कुछ नहीं पड़ा भाई मैं भी इस मैच खत्म करके अरे बिग डेटा और आईओटी दोनों है बिग डेटा
Marder off the rip there. Couldn't quite claim the life of Alpha, but barely alive.
Just 4 HP.
आएगा भाई तुमको भी
Down to
आएगा
the minute mark now. NRG looking to get a little proactive here. Catch somebody off guard. Lucky not to find a kill.
Look at the stall on the site though, man.
इस मैच के बाद एक और मैच है ना
दो मैच अभी और हैं।
He's gonna look at the camera right afterwards. He knows.
अगर अगले वाले में भी
40 seconds Fnatic looked lost, Mike.
Yeah, it's another situation where they can't make a decision. 30 seconds now.
30 seconds left.
Again, Alpha only at 4 HP, so basically a 3v5.
Marder being enough of a nuisance, trying to get away. Gonna be
अरे
found.
वाह
Kayak the
nice
one to
one.
again keep these rounds alive. He's been here before though. NRG have got to know that he's willing to dig deeper. Looks like the paranoia is still there, but the smoke with Boaster going to reinvest this. Paranoia primed. Might just have to send that soon.
I think on the back of contact here,
Yes,
yeah.
I'd imagine. There it is. Actually waited a
अरे
little too long,
अरे
perhaps.
कैसे
But Scoop
कैसे
देखा वो
मुंह के अंदर था वो
हाँ
Slow things down a little bit here now, but NRG back with another huge advantage.
कुछ
And
तो
you've
है
got to
भाई
keep in mind the HP here for Alpha.
अरे
Boaster trying to put bullets down range, but he's on 13
क्या
HP.
क्या हो रहा है भाई इधर
Clears him,
कुछ भी हो रहा है भाई
gets caught. Alpha now would need nothing
डिफ करने का टाइम भी
short
नहीं
of a miracle. NRG
डिफ करने के लिए टाइम भी नहीं है
loaded. It is again brilliance from the Americas boys.
क्यों भाई क्यों
That little synergy missing
Oh man, that
from
look.
something, yeah. Heart-wrenching. I mean, this is just silky smooth from Marder.
अरे हाँ वन वे स्मोक सारे
I mean, they're feeling themselves, and like I said, they keep tapping into that.
It's such basic stuff, boys. It's such basic stuff.
Hello?
Absolutely, I completely agree. It's the things that Fnatic usually look so refined, so well choreographed that are just slipping through their fingers. Kayak, by the way, fighting with heart right now.
Yeah,
I keep Fnatic in this.
This would have been over by now without him. He has been fighting tooth and nail for his side. But if it's only one of you, it doesn't matter. The rest of NRG standing together in this, and a broken purchase to try and make what feels like a broken stand. A little bit quicker. But eyeing up the C site, at least as a start.
Scuba still on guard though. Fnatic obviously once more dealing with a utility. Kayak going to try and make the treacherous cross on here.
देख ले यूटिलिटी ऐसा यूज करते हैं भाई
अरे यार
It's just a blender of bodies. NRG now.
अरे क्या
on map point.
ओडिन तो बेकार का नहीं है
भाई उसने ओडिन ये ब्रॉक और सॉम बहुत ओडिन
tough
यूज
to
कर
watch
रहे हैं
them
दोनों
brute force into this time and time again.
वो स्मोक के अंदर भाई स्पैम कर रहा है कोई ना 4 किल उठाया उसने
This is always got to be a factor in their thought process.
ब्लाइंड में भी 1 किल उठाया उसने
12-5 the scoreline, Lauren.
चल कोई ना ये मैच तो एनर्जी हो गया
It might go out with a bang. Looking at this. Kayak again, the bravest to go forward.
अरे
Falls
what the
first.
fuck भाई
Finally, Chronicle is in the round. This doesn't mean that NRG are stopping anytime soon. A switch up of the setup. And Boaster trying to maybe figure
अबे
it out
यार
here,
इसका
but you've still
सॉम का
got an
ओडिन
Odin,
इसके
you've still got
अंदर
a wall. But
नाइस
Chronicle
शॉट
has another.
अरे कुछ भी कर भाई.
You can see so close.
नहीं जीत सकते.
भाई अगर निकाल लिया इसने.
Not much. Wait, okay. There is not much more to be done about that, but by brute force, Fnatic have found a solution.
A bit of a misstep there. As soon as the reveal comes through.
नहीं निकाल पाएगा.
Now a 4v1.
सेव कर लेगा.
अगर इधर ईथन या कुछ कोई भी होता तो निकाल सकता.
एक साथ में कोई होता तो निकाल.
कूपा नहीं.
But once more, a long road ahead of them.
No
strangers having to pull off a comeback.
क्या कर रहा है भाई ये?
Very confident Novi's on this side of the map.
I mean,
ये लोग करने आएंगे, चेक करने आएंगे.
Repeatable success. We know that Kayak's been really good. He's been firing up here, but this feels like the first time we've seen a bit of a Kron moment, right? 3 kills, impactful. Got to do it again. I got to see some of these players activate. Yeah. Where's Alpha here? Where's Crashies? Where's Kron? I need to see this. I'll let Boaster off the hook. He's your IGL. We know what he can do. That's fine. Everyone else needs to step up now.
Quietly.
Next match में भी पेनाल्टी हारेगी लगता है मेरे को. क्यों पता नहीं क्यों.
नहीं next match जो है शायद Fnatic का
match. What's sustainable for Fnatic is not.
क्या bind है क्या?
Many things you can really identify here.
Next.
Like I said earlier, Crash is coming off the back of arguably one of his best series to date.
Caution here.
Seemingly absent as well.
एक Abyss था और एक और कोई मैप था. अरे यार.
Feels a bit rinse and repeat, but the deeper paint shell is a bit worrying. Crash, he's caught. It's an early death, and that's why the ult's gone.
Another one away from another showstopper here. Alpha is highlighted.
अभी होल्ड किया तो भी नहीं.
Something about NRG I like. So I'm feeling a bit brave playing up close to that smoke. They don't let you really take a moment to breathe. There is no fear, there is no respect. And Alpha is facing 3, he doesn't even know it.
Yeah, maybe just actually caught a glimpse of Scuba, but it's not to be. Now walking into Brock's setup, who does have his ultimate available.
Couple walls
a couple more, yeah, a couple
more
walls in between.
Toxins going up.
It looks like a commitment. They've already lost control of the back lines. They're going to know that turret has been broken, so there is a timer on this for Fnatic. Do you carry on forward? You try and pivot towards B. Your options are becoming limited. 38 seconds. Smoke ball drops. Brock now pops the ult. 35 seconds, you got to go here. Where are you off to, Fnatic? Have a plan. Have something in mind. And well, that's one way to do it, but Marta is still closing in. 2 kills already, looking to follow up. He's taken away the lockdown, but Alpha finally remembering who he is. Spike left on 15 seconds. It's an issue. Marta on duty. I don't know if Kron can even get here in time. And Marta walked away, knowing he's been the one to be the problem. 5 seconds. It's too far away. You can't get to the site. NRG running the clock down.
खुद ही छोड़ दिया था उसने. क्रॉनिकल ने छोड़ दिया लास्ट में प्लांटी करने. सोम अच्छा खेला.
भाई है ना भाई अब.
हाँ पिछले मैच में तुम मार्डा को देख लेते खेलते हुए. मार्डर सुबह.
भाई कल की मैच पे तू क्रॉनिकल को देखना चाहिए था. पता है क्या एम भाई. क्या है
पता नहीं इस टाइम क्यों इतना वो कर रहे हैं. हो सकता है उसके लास्ट की 3 मैचेस के लिए होल्ड बैक कर रहे हो कि थ्रो कर रहे हैं अब.
अरे ना अभी तो 2 मैच बचा है ना बस.
3 बचे हैं.
अरे अगर
मतलब हाँ अगर ये निकाल लिया इन लोगों ने
तो पक्का ही है जीतना.
अगर इसने निकाल लिया Fnatic ने तो फिर 2 मैचेस और रहेंगे उनके पास. Fnatic को 3 जीतने हैं और ये NRG को 1 जीतना है. अगर Fnatic ने अचानक से कमबैक कर लिया और 3 मैच निकाल लिए.
अरे कुछ बोल नहीं सकते भाई. Fnatic कब कैसे खेलेगी करके.
वही अचानक से एकदम बदल जाता है उनका.
वही तो
हमने तो कितना. अरे एक मैच वो पिछले साल वाला 2-10 था चल रहा था. 13 में OT गया था. 15-12 से आ रहा था. 14-12 सॉरी 14-12 से आ रहा था OT में. फनाटिक का था और इसका था DRX.
The human body
अरे
was built to
पेपर
move,
हार गए ना.
not trapped to
DRX हार
death
गए
in
भाई.
one singular posture
DRX
for
हार
12 hours a day.
हाँ देखा.
It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically
अभी कितना बजे है
engineered for
मैच?
you, gamers, hybrid workers, artists,
कितने बजे स्टार्ट होगा ये मैच?
backing your every move.
3 से 4 मिनट का ब्रेक रहता है. 3 मिनट.
बस उतना ही.
हाँ. Tarek can make well.
Et vous les connaissez, ils façonnent l'e-sport et la compétition sur Valorant. Anna and Leo are magicians of Valorant and its competition, all with me in the crowd. First of all, Leo, what a year that we've had in VCT, what a weekend, what a week also. I wanted to know, what are you the most looking forward to coming up to this next year?
Look, this has been an amazing Champions, an amazing year. 5 years of Valorant. We don't take any of this for granted. But as you all know, we've been dreaming about the future of the VCT. We have just announced a number of changes for 2026, and there's more coming in 2027. We hope you continue playing this game, watching the sport. We do this all for you.
भाई ये लोग दुनिया
We
भर के
will for
अपडेट
sure, and we can't wait for getting new information. Of course, première question, ça fait voilà de quoi est-ce qu'on attend le plus finalement? On est dans l'expectative pour Léo, ça a été une année incroyable de VCT pour cette Champions. Et ben oui, c'est une année
मेरा
saine.
PC
On
में
essaie
तो
de changer des choses,
अगला
d'implémenter
अपडेट
des
के
nouvelles
आने
choses
के बाद
pour
मेरा PC में
2026,
तो नहीं
aussi des
खेल
grands
सकते भाई.
changements en 2027 pour
इतना
vous, pour que la
slow
scène
है
soit
भाई.
meilleure. On espère que vous allez apprécier. And Anna, now I'm turning to you. You
और
look
ये भाई
gorgeous. This is very
बड़वे लोग
fashion
एसुस वाले
week,
भाई.
energy here in
वाईफाई
Paris.
ड्राइवर
And I wanted to
कुछ
ask you because
छेड़छाड़
there's a
कर
lot of
दिया
things
भाई
going on
इसमें.
inside the game as well. So what are you the most excited
वाईफाई
about
ड्राइवर्स
for this
होते हैं ना
next year?
भाई.
Yeah, the year is not over yet.
वो भाई कुछ
Everyone
पकअप
thinks
किए हैं
it's
इन लोगों ने,
champs,
ठीक
so
है.
year's over, but we have
सब
so
बेसिस
much
का
left to
प्रॉब्लम
do.
आ रही है.
We
सब
have,
बेसिस का
obviously, you
प्रॉब्लम
guys
आ
saw
रही है.
Vito today, so you got to check that out.
तो
We
मतलब
still have a
लैपटॉप
really
दिया था
big
क्या तुमने
end of year
सर्विसिंग वगैरह के
gameplay
लिए?
patch. That one's going to be
हाँ पिछली बार दिया था, फ्री में हो गया था,
Yeah,
मतलब
get
वारंटी
ready.
पे था, फ्री
We
में हो
have
गया था.
Ascension,
अभी वही प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, मतलब
Lots more to come, a lot more
फिर
to
से
be
वही
excited
प्रॉब्लम आ
about.
रही है
Et
मेरे
du
को.
côté d'Anna, du côté du
वाईफाई
jeu
का
en
आइकन शो
lui-même,
नहीं
qu'est-ce
हो
qu'on
रहा
attend le plus? Le nouvel agent,
Wi-Fi का
Vito
icon show
évidemment,
नहीं
on va
हो रहा
encore
है?
avoir de la compétition, l'ascension, les game changers, un nouveau patch aussi à
वही
arriver.
तो.
Donc,
ये क्या कर दिया भाई उन लोगों ने?
बहुत
and finally
पता
for
नहीं
both
भाई,
of you, is there
बंद हो जाती है,
something
ठीक है.
you wanna tell to our
जब यूज
beautiful
करता हूँ
French
ऑटोमेटिकली बंद हो जाती है. वाईफाई का आइकन ही नहीं शो होता, इसलिए मैं एक्सटर्नल अडाप्टर मंगाया वाईफाई का. अभी ठीक हुआ, एक्सटर्नल अडाप्टर से ठीक हुआ.
And you've been so warm
इंटरनेट
and
वगैरह
welcoming
यूज
to the
करते क्या?
VCT
अच्छा
and to
वो
Valorant. So thank you for
Wi-Fi
playing.
receiver.
Please keep playing.
हाँ वही.
Everything you
वो
invest in us, we
आती
want
है
to
ना,
give back
वो
to you.
USB
So thank you so
टाइप
much.
का आती है ना.
Beautiful words, un beau
हाँ
merci.
उसी को लगाया.
वो हटा दिया होगा.
Investir en nous, on
वाईफाई
continuera
कार्ड
de
जो
vous
होता
le
है
rendre.
लैपटॉप
And
में.
Leo,
अरे नहीं रे,
something
वाईफाई
to
कार्ड
our
डिटेक्ट
crowd?
हो रहा है, पर ये नहीं हो रहा है.
Vous allez en quoi?
आइकन शो नहीं शो हो रहा है.
Est-ce que vous êtes chaud?
हाँ
सेटिंग्स
वही तो डिवाइस मैनेजर पे दिखा रहा है,
Je
पर
suis
नहीं हो रहा
touché
है.
de vous voir ici
पता नहीं
aujourd'hui.
क्यों.
Vous avez montré un amour fou pour
डिसेबल तो नहीं हो
Valorant.
रखा है?
नहीं नहीं
C'est
वो देख लिया.
un bon horreur pour partager un événement à Paris pour la toute
अरे
première fois.
सब बेसिस
Mais
का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है
croyez-moi,
भाई, पता नहीं.
sûrement pas le dernier. Merci beaucoup. Amusez-vous bien.
ये बेकार है
No,
लैपटॉप वगैरह
definitely not the last event that we're going
अरे
to have
मेरे
in
को
Paris.
थोड़ी
Thank you
पता
so
था.
much for your
Thank
friend. Leo, thank you,
मेरे
Anna,
एक
for
दोस्त के
bringing
पास
this
है, वो
beautiful
लोग
game
मतलब
to
जब
life.
नया
And we're
नया आता
going
है
to
तब
see
काम अच्छा
if
कर रहा होता है.
NRG are getting
हाँ, वही तो.
kings
बाद जब तुम
of
सर्विसिंग
this
वगैरह
map
करवाओ
3
ना
and
तो
kings of champions, or if Fnatic can bring a comeback.
कुछ ना
Let's
कुछ
see
दिक्कत
that.
जरूर आती है.
लेनोवो लेना था मेरे को, ठीक है. वो अवेलेबल नहीं था उस दिन.
Okay, we get it, bro. I can barely speak English, but your boy's out here speaking like multiple languages. Unbelievable
क्या ही
stuff.
करें.
Well, you may notice we're joined by yet another guest here on the desk. We have the legendary Coach Mini here with us today, my man. Always a pleasure to have you. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I actually wanted Fnatic to win today.
हाँ वो तो लेना पड़ेगा भाई.
So far, I was like, I want to see my friends win, you know, so I'm a little bit stressed at the moment.
और मैं एक काम कर सकता हूँ अरे इसको एक्सटर्नल मॉनिटर लेके इसको उसी मतलब ऐसा यूज कर सकता हूँ अभी
Yeah, exactly. I think that these two maps have told the tale that NRG have come in with a lot of preparation. Yes, there is a lot of abuse in the opening, but the confidence that we're seeing, every single 1v1 seems to go in their direction.
अभी टाइम नहीं है मेरे को
I know, it's crazy to think about. Let's go ahead and check out a Verizon high-speed moment. Speaking of NRG, this one's going to go to Sam Achilleos. This guy, he is putting up some numbers. It's incredible to see what he has accomplished in his career, but in this match, he has been lights out.
No, he really has been. The impact that we're seeing from Sam is just critical for the team. Constantly coming up with big frag plays, but also always in position. Getting those that his util cycled in exactly when the team needs his paranoia.
अगर यही हम करने होते ना भाई
मर चुके होते
वही तो भाई वो भी मुंबई सर्वर में इतना टाइम नहीं मिलता
वो पता है ये लोग खेल रहे हैं प्रोफेशनल ठीक है प्रोफेशनल मैचेस में खुद भी आदमी वो करके खेलता है कामली खेलता है सामने वाला भी कामली खेलता है हम लोग मुंबई सर्वर में ऐसे कॉम्पिटिटिव में खेलेंगे ना कामली वो साला वैंडल स्पैम मारने लगेगा भले ही गोली ना पड़े उसकी सही से
अरे मुंबई सर्वर में इतना घटिया लोग हैं भाई तू अगर मतलब दो तीन जन पीक करते हैं एक तो वो छोड़ वो भी छोड़ नहीं लगता भाई इतना कम रिस्पॉन्स टाइम पे मारते हैं भाई बंदे
Yeah, and you can see now as Fnatic make their way out to the stage as well as NRG. Those young men one step away from winning a world championship. But the pressure is on that guy right there. Boaster, Minnie, you coach this guy. You worked with him for a very long time. You know what his mindset is like in these situations, surely. Why don't you go ahead and give us a little bit of insight? Where do you think his head's at as he gets ready for this pivotal Abyss game?
I think he'll be feeling very stressed and nervous himself, but he's going to do a good job of not showing it. And I think in this moment, the boys just need a big Boaster speech. They know they're going to be going on to Abyss next, and that is not a map they like. They need to reset and come back into just fundamental gameplay. Maybe they got a comp switch or something, and it's just going to be about hitting some headshots in the next map.
I'm hoping that they're going to be able to do so because going out 0-3 would be an absolute brutal loss. I mean, already on that Lotus, a third of the rounds. A third of the rounds that you're able to collect are in thrifty fashion. That's certainly not something that you want to be seeing, nor something that you expect to see whatsoever with Fnatic. We know that they can talk a little, we know that they can just suddenly sink into the mindset, get themselves back into a game, but it's not happened yet across these first two maps.
Yeah, I think that also NRG made a very, very good move leaving Abyss for this map in number 3. They knew that if they were able to close that corrode, probably will give them the momentum going into Lotus. And in Abyss, they should be simply superior. The way that they combo the Vice with the Harbor, the way that they put the pressure onto Fnatic, at least this time, Fnatic has chose to start on the attack.
Yeah, and if Fnatic come back here, and go through the series, I think this is the best reverse sweep of all time. They are down 2-0, and they're going onto a map that they do not like at all.
Yeah, last time they played here at Achilleos, it was what, a 13-5 or something like that. It was not pretty for Fnatic.
No, it really wasn't. It was very much, happened in the same fashion that we kind of saw those first two maps come through, but it looks like they're not going to be making really any adjustments on this. It's still going to be Kayak going on the Waylay, not going to be seeing the Yoru here, Chronicles on the Breach.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I don't think it worked on the previous time. Maybe with this one, I just think that, first of all, Kayak, I think he should be on the Euro. I think much more value, much more comfort for him. The way that NRG pushes him out of spaces, he has to use his entire kit just to survive that one first engagement. And we are seeing how NRG is playing. They're just doubling down and keep going.
And one of the things that was really cooking them the last time was Sam on that Harbor. Nobody else really plays this agent on this map. They have to look back at that tape and figure out how to counteract it because he was regularly cooking them, players playing behind the walls.
I think for Fnatic, the attack side at the start of this tournament is all about those B exits.
Yeah.
And they were beautiful. It's just about whether NRG have this problem solved for them. If the B exits work for Fnatic, there's going to be momentum going into that defense.
Let's not forget, yesterday, Boaster said with passion that they figured out Abyss. The question on our minds is whether or not it's enough, whether or not they made the appropriate adjustments to stop these America's giants, truly at this point in this series, and whether they can stop them here and now. But for NRG, they are one map away from becoming our next world champions. Can Fnatic make another Fnatic comeback happen? Let's send it back to your casters, Pansy and Hypoc.
This could still be one of the most dominant victories in history here. NRG with the opportunity to smash the legacy of Fnatic in a comfortable 3-mapper.
There's only been 4 teams to pull off a best-of-5 reverse sweep. Fnatic are one of that exclusive club, but they have to do it again. And we come to Abyss, where previously to the NRG series, Fnatic actually started 16-0 in terms of attacking rounds. Absolutely flawless, hadn't missed a beat. Is the side swap enough here to pin their hopes to? And for me, last time, Scuba, the absolute hero for NRG here on Abyss.
This is tense. And glad Mini said it, though, as well. They do need Boaster to be the calm leader of this side to make it feel possible. Because by all rights, NRG have set the bar sky high. Domination on the first 2 maps. And now, it's do or die.
Tom will initially take control of mid. Alpha, see on the other side of this, previously unable to find any sort of value from this position.
Got you.
Attack will come through here. Fnatic very quickly will descend upon the B site, or at least poised to.
Time to jump.
Harder, yeah.
Just a second away from being in the right place, but Kayak trying to gap close. Going to take a lot of damage for that, though. Marder sends him scurrying.
I was going to say, the TP wasn't even safe there, but Fnatic...
They're going to walk the wall. Are they double flashing this? I thought they were both going to swing, but no. In the end, it's Crashes to deny Som, but Scuba is holding the line again. Just coming alive when it matters. The flank gets absolutely decimated as well. We're in a 2v2. Plant's going to be in.
Revealing area.
Monaco still has some util as well. I'm not sure on the timing of the stun, but 20 seconds away from another recon.
We asked Crashies to have an upswing. 2 kills already. Krongui watching the cross, but now denied vision. Ethan gap closing. First step forward, Brock again. Beautiful shot, and Chronicle blind and buried. NRG right back to business.
It's Brock once more. With the investment, will find the pistol round.
Scuba again.
Yeah, I think Fnatic have a decent read. You can see the awareness of what NRG like to do in throwing this wall up, sitting right behind it, forcing Fnatic to be diligent, not allowing that freedom or free passage.
Perfect, Ethan. Perfect.
See immediately the same approach on display in the pistol round.
Yeah.
It's only really the casualties along the way that make that sort of approach even feasible for NRG. And just keep your eyes on the denial of information towards Alpha in mid. NRG won't be contesting that area very often, but the way that Alpha's going to be kept in check.
Again, it's something that I actually quite liked from NRG, how they approach their mid splits, how dangerous they can be on those pacey crunches towards A. But Kayak has found some timing here. Now, it will be kept in mind by NRG. You can see already Som there just jump spotting over the top.
I'm not sure he's necessarily noted here because he is cutting sound, so Alpha and Kayak, both with Sheriffs.
They're trying to sell this kind of mid-A look here, right? Progress from Crashies towards ult. Spike is still towards B. And this is the fake being sold. Now, 1 has bitten on it, but not 2. It does force Som out of position. So quite a nicely crafted idea. But Scuba then gets a little curious and finds Kayak. There is another, but it's been scored off. That's Alpha. They are crossing the T's and dotting the I's, man. They've got everything under wraps. Yeah, Plant's in play. Again, lighter weaponry here, but they have at least made NRG work a bit harder for this.
The collapse is just so decisive once more from NRG. Massive advantage here in the retake.
Yeah, it's fraught with danger for Fnatic, even trying to keep themselves safe. There is no safety here. It is an absolute shutout again. As just Boaster alive, and he has been denied everything so far. NRG, 5 standing, and looking solid as a rock, man.
Yeah, and actually going to have Scuba's ultimate online for Fnatic's first buy round here.
They brought weapons made of
further salt in the wound.
Ironic.
Crashies does actually have the Hunter's Fury. Didn't spot that actually making progress in the meantime. The back of just the 2 kills. See if there's any plan in place here. To set things in motion. Need to see an early response. It goes without saying for Fnatic. We can't keep relying on them in these deficits.
See how they look. First opportunity to fight back. A bonus left with NRG. The Stinger's still there. Marshall from Marder.
Deploying drone.
So a little bit of something. Early. That's what it is with Crashy, so it'll show a lot of intention.
Immediately on the back of that though, Marder is looking to take a very, very deep position here. In the information game firmly in NRG's favour.
It looks like Boast is the one trying to fact find over towards B as well, so maybe trying to clear over towards that. Are they expecting this crunch through mid? I mean, there's 2 players up there.
Well, it's another thing, just look at what's happening in the downtime. There's so little pressure from Fnatic that NRG are able to just control these key points of the map and not allow any threat to develop. It's rinse and repeat for NRG. Marder is going to get behind this as well.
Yeah,
you see it very quickly.
This is perfect from them. This is such a great read, and Fnatic are none the wiser.
I don't think Alpha's heard this.
No, not at all. So he goes back and checks on mid, sees nothing, feels, okay, this is great.
Crashes his knife out.
This looks like a disaster waiting to happen. Bullet to the back of the brain, and everybody is here from NRG. And with 13 seconds, it's simply not enough. It's tailor-made poison, brewed by the NRG camp, and forced down the throat of Fnatic. 4 seconds, round's done.
It's just baffling. Still waiting for the moment for the penny to drop for Fnatic. I wouldn't surprise to see another very, very early timeout here, but the further concern is kind of seeing hints that Milan and Scott are identifying this, but in between maps, we're not seeing.
Austin, nice ult, bro. Austin, what happened to your ult?
Said you wanted a villain.
Yeah, there he is.
Giving it large.
But he's allowed so much space. It's another example where it's like
cancel on the plan there.
The smallest possible thing to go wrong amounts to a huge, huge issue for Fnatic.
Now, mid-attempt, but Marder, operator ready, gonna hear Kayak close. Sends him away, but Som's lost in the meantime. This is a much better tempo from them. They found a body to drop untraded.
Marder also very low, but fortunate enough to find that kill onto Scuba. Be able to pay out the...
It's an extended bonus. You're not going to do this again, Ethan. This could be everything. Smoke comes in.
How many?
They've fallen for it.
How many?
Hook, line, and sink.
Oh, he's cleared!
But someone checked. Someone looked. But Marder is on site. 5 HP. He's holding this down. Crashies. Hesitation on the steps up here. Fear shown. But a found player. Marder gone. 3v2. Hard fought for. Crashies trying to over-deliver. Scuba down low as well. Hesitation on both sides, but Crashies in the middle of all of this fight. Finally, Fnatic get one on the board.
I mean, thank God for that, because Alpha is a million miles away from this. Again, still seeing hesitation to go forward. The op is noted. Marder finds a kill, but Fnatic freeze on the back of it. You see Crashies edging further and further towards site. Oh, beautiful closer there from Chronicle. But it's like they're walking the tightrope every single round.
It's like pulling teeth, getting a single advantage. You can talk about the Odin, but it isn't just that. NRG are a hell of a scary side. Now, Brock, playing pretty up close here. Does take a lot of damage. Should be able to react in kind. Sets up Ethan. Takes away the tip of the spear. And now Fnatic gonna miss that burst. There's 4 players already on A.
To get through the choke point here, Kayak shut down once more. But previously was giving us something to get behind. I think a 1 and 4 so far. Fnatic will call the rotate here. Still bodies in position. Alpha trying to plant the seed of doubt. Again, he's not really, he's just making noise. There's not any pressure towards the site here.
All the timing of this re-clear. Boaster gonna catch Som just a second earlier than he hoped.
Big damage actually as well onto Scuba. Armada has found Chronicle in response. He's got another one!
That's 2 huge kills, and Scuba, a little low on HP. The Crashies gonna have to be careful now. You're not gonna get the exact timing you want, mate. Get your gun back out! Oh no! Almost wanted a little too much, and Alpha left in a dire scenario. Looked like it was possible until then. Scuba is just dominant on that B site.
4-1, Fnatic locked out once more. The response from Mada in mid is just beautiful. Chronicle slapped on the first poster. Oh yeah, bear in mind, Scuba's a 1 shot there. 1 shot. The frustration speaks volumes on Poster's face right now.
Might be seeing this year's most open heartbreak. But as it stands, NRG on the verge to do something most thought impossible. 4-1. It's telling a similar story to the last maps. And again, look at Marder. This man is coming into his own on the big stage. Sharp as hell. Great timing. Finding good information on this.
Obviously gonna try and commit here. Marder once more gonna potentially catch Alpha, and he does.
Oh, he is walking around. Perfectly positioned. Perfectly playing. Ethan fancies it going in as well. And Fnatic absolutely floundering here.
Hello?
It's Crashies with nothing to say. This is once again, Mike, the same story.
Huh?
Just over and over again, NRG finding the right moment to go hunting. I've said it already a couple of times in the series, Fnatic aren't being given the same sort of freedom. They are typically, these sort of matchups, NRG just have the read on how Fnatic like to play the map. And my God, would I love to be a fly on the wall for this timeout right now.
You saw it there, especially on Boaster. The thing about wanting something so badly is that NRG want it too. Who doesn't? A chance to touch that trophy. A chance to be the undisputed best. And Fnatic, yes, they have had some of the highest accolades.
जीत सकती है भाई Fnatic क्यों ऐसे खेल रहे हैं यार कल का मैच देख लेते.
There's also the downside.
As I say, yeah, the opposite side of that is Fnatic are no strangers to the lowest of lows. I mean, Boaster is an IGL that has been forged through failures effectively in the last 5 years of Valorant. Absolutely no strangers to this sort of situation, being down and out. But it takes so much to ask that once more of this team.
कल Chronicle का aim देख लेते कल का भाई तो मारा है Chronicle ने कल इतना मारा है अगर वैसे ही आज खेल लेता है भाई अगर ऐसे ही आज खेल लेता तो क्या चला जाता Chronicle.
Why not? Kick them when they're down. Make it hurt. Make them know you are that next generation, that big threat that's coming up. And Crashies has the spike here. If Marder strikes now.
Oh my God. It's just
the timing here. And Marder again is running rings around him.
He has had his finger on the pulse these last few rounds.
He's feeling it perfectly. And then you look at the rotations over towards CT.
He is orchestrating this entire stack. And Fnatic are none the wiser once more.
Not a clue. And Alpha given freedom, but only to be put back in his cage, it feels like. They know that that's the area he could have taken up residency in.
Again, look at the time it's taking Fnatic. Marder has shift walked this entire way.
They can't back away now. Stalled out, held at the door. Not again! Marder! Morning, noon, and night! He has Fnatic's number! And now Som, now Ethan, all waiting. They know, in between them and Marder himself, is the enemy. And Ethan is just perfectly poised, still doing so much! Ethan, he wants that trophy again! And he's so damn close!
Yeah.
Fnatic have no idea what's going on across the map. Once more crashes, backstabbed in the Hunter's Fury.
Look at him.
Ethan TPing forwards here.
Flank again, flank again.
And the frustration really
flank again
bolne
se flank ruk nahi
They're
jata.
better than this, we know they are.
But the worst thing is, with things like that, hearing crashes
3
say that,
round लगातार
Fnatic are
3
going to
round
slow
लगातार
down even more.
भाई
because they're so
Fnatic
scared
वालों
of NRG just
हैं
dominating
अगला
the
क्या
entire
मैच
map.
है ये इसके बाद जीत गई वो NRG
And look,
ये round
if you're a fan of Fnatic, I know this hurts, but the caliber, the quality that NRG are bringing is second to none. Bro,
लगातार
reading
देखो
the play
एक मर भी
again
गया
so well. There is no
दो मर
access
गया
here. There is no chance here. This is the brutality of it. This is where we ask the best to show us what they can
अबे
do.
पीछे
Maybe there's still hope. Maybe they're not done yet. Maybe there's
गार्डन है
life for
भाई
Fnatic.
गार्डन
They still need to get past the man of the hour, Marder. Scuba as well. Don't forget what he's been doing. But a plant's in play.
2v2
Getting
है
flanked again.
Well, he's going to be able to reveal both positions here for Scuba. He has to deal with the trip, so at least will be noted now. Well, tanked up a little bit, but still 80 HP.
अगर ये दोनों लोग स्कूबा से मर गए यूरोपी अरे भाई दोनों सेम एंगल होल्ड कर रहे हैं
assassin they can't get away from. Alpha might have hurt the crowd for a second, or maybe just considering it. But he has to make something happen. They have to make a move now, NRG, and they are. They fight together. Hope is lost for Fnatic as NRG again reigning supreme.
इतना तो हम लोगों
Just can't get anything going in their favor.
पोजीशन होल्ड करनी होती है सेम पोजीशन पे भाई बैठे होंगे दोनों
single face on that
सेम
stage
डायरेक्शन
for
पे
Fnatic
दोनों
that gives you any sort of hope.
क्या करना चाह रहे हैं Fnatic भाई
Double timeout.
A double timeout. Yeah, I'm seeing the timer pause.
Hey, Adam, come on now. That's us, bro. That's us.
Like I said, before that first series versus NRG, Fnatic hadn't lost an attacking round on Abyss.
God, what a stark contrast.
And now they are made to look like they've never played the map before.
Alpha 0 to 6, Kayak 1 to 7, Boaster 3 to 7,
7-1 चल रहा
3
है
to 7, Crashies
पहले
6 to 7,
स्टार्टिंग के
and he's
3
been
राउंड
shot in the back
लगातार
of the head twice by
NRG
Marder.
जीती है
Where are your
एक राउंड ये लोग
players
निकाल
now?
पाए हैं
I
Fnatic
know it's
वाले
hard. I know we're asking a lot.
I mean, for a team that so often we talk about the plot armor, is this just all a ruse? Is it a setup for another Fnatic comeback? Certainly doesn't feel that way right now. You see Boaster slightly teary-eyed down on the stage.
Does just feel like we're watching a nightmare come to life for one of these sides. For the other, however, for NRG, it feels so damn good.
And so close as well.
7-1, blistering first 2 maps, barely challenged. This is what dreams are made of. You couldn't ask for a better start. You couldn't ask for a better first 2 maps. And here's standing on Abyss, staring into it perhaps. It's all smiles. What is the answer now? Who will be the one to stand tall? Who will be the point of difference? Alpha finally gets involved. Marder asked to get into this as well, and he's hunting. finally takes the TP away, but they're fast up mid. Fnatic looking pacier. I feel like they want to try and crunch towards B. Yeah, Scuba's been solid at this though. Sending them scattering as Brock. Boosting the Hunter's Fury, and Scuba still strong as ever on that back line. Oh, it's ults everywhere. It's ults everywhere, but this time it's Ethan behind them. Fnatic can't catch a break. They don't know where to look. They look lost, and Crashy's last alive. And this feels almost unfair. NRG simply better.
Genuinely Fnatic वालों को गेम डिलीट कर देना चाहिए या तो चैंपियनशिप खेलना छोड़ देना चाहिए इसके बाद.
Literally for Fnatic.
बगल में आके बंदा इनको शॉटी से मारा है.
It's just, and this is the benefit of all of the hard work NRG have done in terms of preparation. Now they are reaping the rewards.
God.
And they have absolute freedom across the map, running rings around Fnatic.
They are a true cut above the rest here. Som forced off the early angle, however. And again, pace. Fnatic looking like they just want to try and get into this, which feels mad at round 10 in map 3.
Right, usually it would be a refreshing change to see, but at this point you just think they've hit rock bottom. Throw something out, see what sticks, but there's no margin for error. NRG are just the immovable objects right now.
Truly, truly. And looking at this again, trying to go in on it, but Ethan's still standing tall. You feel like you're trying to just pick whichever option is better, but it's Brock on one side, joined by Ethan. Oh! It's an absolute shutdown again! And it looks simple. It looks easy to do this to one of the most storied teams. Oh, sing their praise enough. Alpha left wounded, trailing through the A site. And the altar there, it just compounds the problems. Just getting more and more. NRG continue the march to 9 now.
On the brink, Fnatic bowing out with a whisper in this grand finals. And it has to be said, one of the most dominant performances from any team on the champion stage across the previous series and now the grand finals.
What are you doing?
You're stuck. Get off the bomb.
Doubted their route, saying they had an easier approach to the finals.
Well, they made it look easy.
That's the difference. That's the difference. 9-1. Relentless in pursuit to perfection. NRG so close to double digits in just the first half. Som forced away on the early angle and simplistic start towards B, but Taya will have to freeze. Wait for a moment.
Not back out just yet, but it does. Scuba's found Crashy's zone.
Scuba's been just so solid at this as well. There isn't easy sights to hit. He's got support there now as well. Helps on the way. Does he really need it? Fnatic relinquish that approach.
Som able to just smother the site and the choke point. Force Fnatic back now. Scuba on this angle. It's good to work. Chronicle will fall.
No trade. No anything. Nothing. Scuba's allowed to be the turret that stands. He knows where Boaster is too. He's on for it. He fancies it. Give it a go. Drop another. Oh, Scuba! Stop blowing my mind. 10-1. I've never seen anything like this. Truly unbelievable scenes.
On the brink of it being another 11-1 half. I mean, the precision, by the way, as well. This wall layering behind Scuba's wall. And he wanted it. He wanted the ace. Scuba, who was one of the key components previously versus Fnatic, coming alive once more. Last round broken by from Fnatic as well.
Fnatic
Harder defies expectations once more. Finds Alpha again.
Nothing is open, nothing available. Damage again, good damage from Ethan there. They're just not even really getting a look in at A.
No, no.
13
round where Crash is very lucky to get away with his life here. Hunter's Fury once more, but we know what's happened with that previously.
Oh, yeah.
Rourke doing his best som.
Oh man, you can just see it, the confidence. It's just perfect.
भाई क्या खेल रहे हैं ये
perfect.
लोग.
And you can feel how choked out Fnatic are.
Yeah.
There's no breath. There's no signs of life. There's no heartbeat to this team. On the receiving end of simple, clean, good, well-played Valorant. Boaster and Crashies called to do something they've been barely able to achieve with 5.
20 seconds.
The paranoia. They go slightly further astray. This choke point is being held. 13 seconds. They have to take a fight. And all they'll do is fall. Michael, it's 11-1.
It's just heartbreaking to see Fnatic in this sort of position. NRG once more find themselves with a huge advantage.
30.
भाई Fnatic.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro, and Verizon picked up the tab.
No way.
That's me. Handsome and hilarious. It's a rare combo.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us on the best 5G network.
I mean, where else would I get it, right?
Hey guys, it's Ethan from NRG. Yeah, made grand finals. It's my second one, so I'm excited, and I'm excited for the guys too. Definitely brings back memories. Walking on stage, very similar to LA. It's not every day you get to walk on stage like that. And yeah, everyone played out of their minds in that game, and I expect nothing less from our grand finals coming up.
Rightfully so.
Oh, the guy's been filthy with it. Marder again though, willing to take a risk, and takes their life! Oh, and that is fantastic!
I think the most important thing is kind of who you surround yourself with. So both your teammates directly and also just your support group around you, whether that's family, friends. That is the most important thing, in my opinion. That's what keeps you grounded. That's what keeps you level-headed, even in the lows and the highs too. So it's very important. And I'm excited to see the crowd for grand finals.
All right, quick little look at that Coinbase Econ report there. It is going to be Scuba, actually towards the top of the charts. I mean, backbone on the site, Mike, barely movable.
No, like I said in the previous series, he was one of the key components for NRG, once more putting on a display. Just so cool, calm, and collected in some of these clutch situations. 16-2 in that opening half on Abyss. Just to note as well, Brock sitting at 11-3, Ethan 11-2, Marder 10-3. Dominant from top to bottom for NRG. And if ever there was a time to find a pistol and get the ball rolling, it's now or never for Fnatic.
Right off the rip. Bit of
nice done.
Show of force to start with. A little bit of info. NRG within touching distance. On the other side, Crashies. Chronicle waiting on the B side.
NRG just waiting for somebody to rear their head here, but able to be across. Some will
nice chip.
Cut sight lines here. Decent shock down. Actually, Fnatic get ahead of the curve.
Yeah, much better. Looking proactive in the play and take it down too. A little bit of chip on the way certainly helped down matters, but don't right out Rourke and Scuba. And the masters of Fnatic's downfall before. Scuba with the evasion, can't quite stand. Now just Brock in a 1v3. Very nice. Chronicle with 4.
A sigh of relief from Boaster. Chronicle fairly muted after the 4K. Just a second on the board. Fnatic hopefully be able to get themselves back into this game.
Oh.
You boys! Boys, okay, just for you boys, I will send that boys. You see?
Trying to keep the atmosphere light. Ignore the scoreline. Ignore everything to this point. Start fresh. It's maybe the name of the game and maybe all they can hope for. But it takes one round and one mistake.
Well, I was going to say the round 2s, after conceding pistols, have looked lethal for NRG, but Chronicle once more will find Mada the most slippery on the side of NRG. Kayak will thread the needle.
Second kill in this game so far, just to tell you. That's how hard he's been having to try and work, and just nothing had worked out. But a very good start. And a show of confidence here, not playing passive, not playing defeated. Heads held high.
5v3.
Looking for the back of that. A bit of work from Tron, making it feel doable. For though. Set up on A. To deal with the other 3.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Campbell obviously identify what's coming, but they struggled with this wall previously in terms of contesting this site. Once NRG get up close.
Boaster, caution, careful. You're hoping that no one's going to try and push you. Luckily, Alpha's got your back. Just one man alive. He can't quite get his hands on the Vandal. Or will live. The scoreline takes another step.
Be able to maintain the purchase. Just taking a moment to have another word. Drag this out as long as they can. So Crashy's, I mean, looks very deflated. Usually one that's...
He's right up there helping.
Yeah, right up there with Boaster.
Yep.
The crowd now with something to cheer for at least, but how far does this half stretch? Where is the breaking point for Fnatic?
Could be here. It's the bonus. 3 Vandals, 1 Bulldog. On the other side of purchase, of course. And the ult from Som. Early start towards middle. Early exchange, but Kayak backing himself. That's where he's been.
Remove Marder from the round. It's been causing a ton of problems. But NRG will actually find an advantage in terms of positioning here.
Ethan, they don't know about him, but the flash, in on both sides. Kayak coming alive, leaving just some standing. Trade there. Fnatic finally looking a little bit back in this.
Long road ahead of them, but early positives to be found, and you're right, it's Kayak digging deep here to try and be the trend setter for Fnatic. Bonus conversion. But they cannot miss a beat here. Just one mistake will give NRG championship point. Good progress from Chronicle and Crashes in terms of ultimates. Kayak as well. Gotta be conscious of NRG's threat. These lesser purchases.
Oh, he's got to be careful from getting overwhelmed here. I don't know if he's reloaded yet. Boaster could be... he's lucky to be alive. Playing that by a very fine margin. And NRG are on the site. They're going to get a plant. They do have 2 sheriffs here too. Don't think it's out of the woods just yet.
I'm worried.
You and me both, Mike. You and me both.
Some key utility, yeah, missing for NRG, but
Fnatic locked out still.
Motion putting his body on the line, can be the first man in here. And oh dear, Marder, gonna get things started, but a good reaction. Can't leave this too late though. Can't let NRG get tucked in on it. Alpha, big fight. Good follow.
Scuba removed as well.
God, the fans are desperate for it, aren't they, Mike?
You can hear the arena explode. Like I said, few things to cheer for so far in this series. Yeah, no timeouts left. It's Fnatic to really ride the crowd now in terms of the mental reset. 4 in a row. Still a 6-round deficit.
Odin's out. Operator's out. Big guns coming online.
अब नहीं हो रहा उन लोगों से तो उन लोगों ने Odin निकाल ली.
Of course. Still, the other side, we got Quans here. Looking at Kayak's not far off. Crash Cheese. Speaking of Kayak, pick himself up after a disastrous start.
Yeah, 1 kill in the first half.
Yes, he did. And his timing could be spot on here. Waiting for a moment. NRG, swing. And this time, they are going to miss on the first, but Brock with a good trade.
Spike will be noted in transition, though. Now, do Fnatic overreact? Still 2 towards B. See Boaster toying with the idea of leaving Alpha to anchor. NRG are drifting to the west.
45 seconds.
खेल कैसे रहा माडा ऐसे खेल रहा
towards middle. We know where it's going now. It is towards B. Bron's still here.
Bron's going to catch this TP.
Crash is still here. He's seen it. They're going to hear it. And Chronicle's still going to catch it. Brilliantly done by him. Denying the paranoia build-up there. A little bit of a TP, but Ethan does get affected. Can't get away from it just yet. Has to dip out from this, bow out from this. 20 seconds. I think the door might be shut, Mike.
Yeah, it's too many question marks now. No, could have sent an extra body here. NRG gonna have to just settle for the 3 weapons. Fnatic will find number 6. Starting to piece together something that could potentially be absolutely magical.
There's no hurry for NRG, not yet. No desperation needs to be played.
Yeah, they can wait out.
Timeout. Actually, a good chance for Fnatic too to be able to check
back. Yeah, almost a godsend. For Fnatic. To find a reset of their own.
But it also takes that momentum away too from Fnatic, it feels like. They're in a bit of a rhythm there. 5 in a row.
Poison Chalice in that regard for sure. Where they want to get on with it. They know what they have to do. Certainly want to be able to sink their teeth into their approach here in the second half. Kayak is ultimate ready. So Chronicle obviously throw his out to secure previously. Rashi's just missing 2. The other side though, I mean NRG, I said they can almost just stack up, wait for a full house effectively. In terms of the ultimates, that's the benefit of this kind of lead.
This feels like it's the first time that NRG have been dictated to in any way, right? This feels like they've been in control of the vast majority of every approach, every site, everything they've been doing has been on the money. First time we're seeing them having to adjust a little bit here, really. Looks coming out of this. Still on 11. Still a bye. It's not there yet.
Crazy सा करो भाई NRG Fnatic कुछ तो एकदम.
I'm going to try and make use of Operator. Marder left behind in the previous round. NRG look as if they want to explore mid slightly. At least the drone here going to open up the possibilities, but I think with no confirmation now, a more traditional approach towards A. But Kayak is deep on this side. He's just given up.
Yeah, and on right now, he's on the run. No one was really near here, so maybe banking on a retake, but he finds some ground to stand on. He goes back for seconds. Gotta be careful! What in God's name was that? But Ethan still standing in control. Gonna take the site into his hands, get the plant in play. Time on their side, free to defend.
Here, but gonna be standoff. Has to send it out very early on, just to counter the fault line.
Okay, clearing close with the utility. Posting in Crons. Ethan still standing here. Still in their way. Ethan again. Brock as well. Bullet by bullet. That heart is breaking on the Fnatic side.
How they dig Brock out of this position?
I don't think they can. Time's starting to tick. Chronicle does find him, but Scuba pushing NRG up to 12.
Any margin they had now stripped away. It didn't cost much. NRG will bring some key ultimates into the next round. Kayak still fighting with heart. There's just not enough. Hunter's Fury available here for Bork. Ethan and Son both have their ults.
And right off the rip,
aggression.
Back into it. Desperate to do damage. Draws blood and gets away.
TP cancelled here, but huge advantage. Hunter's Fury gone from the Arsenal. LG will be forced to pivot here. Reclearance through mid, and Boaster on the other side of this. Will spot out nice and early. And we'll note the TP as well, just saw the ping happen.
Big info, but Alpha, he's been quiet. Needs to get louder now. Marder gonna ward him away. Mid is firmly in the hands of NRG.
Yeah. Plenty of options still.
So dangerous though. And Marder's drawing so many eyes. It's Kayak who's kind of offsetting this by being deeper on B, but they're gonna try and split through middle. But crashes right back in towards those headlights again. Ethan takes down one. Now you're looking at Kayak to be, again, the difference maker. Oh my god, they didn't see him. If they did, not for the one to stay alive. Take away the spike, pop flash in, it's harder to find. Giving away on position though, that spike is still an issue. And Crash is getting closer. Marder and Scuba, the two threats, the two dangers. Yes, surrounded, but still standing. Looking to find one here. Boaster. Sometimes it's best to not know, sometimes it's best to just wait. But he takes the time to strike, and Marder can't get the gunner! Boaster this time, pulling Fnatic through!
Big kills from the leader of Fnatic to secure here another round. One more piece of the puzzle. And this, it looked like things were...
I thought that was it, Mark.
Yeah, approaching the culmination.
Still a buy. Still ults. That was off a big start from Kayak there.
Yeah, removing Bork immediately. He's on the hunt once more.
Oh, this takes nerves of steel to go for. You wouldn't do it again, right? Would you? This time it's Ethan on the other side. So close. The paranoia! And Kayak again! Starts things off exactly how he would have dreamed of. And now you can see the Hunter's Fury coming down. They're so close, but Kayak's still close by. Primary not available. Swing from Alpha. Kayak back and forth. Fnatic coming alive!
Fnatic?
Now I think people might be starting to believe the round to break the economy of NRG. Kayak digging so deep. A rookie, by the way. His first time under this sort of pressure. NRG will call another timeout. Just 4 rounds separate these teams now.
I don't know what the buy's going to look like here. It's certainly not going to be pretty if NRG go for it. And is this...
The concern being, sorry Lauren, they're now off kilter. That snowball round is gone. They can't stack the deck in terms of these ultimates.
Scuba just burned theirs, Brock burned theirs, Son barely building it back. Maybe it is time to send some hopes and prayers. Maybe it's just Kayak on the other side. 13 now, he started this half on one.
One kill. And when you need him most, has stepped up.
They're not there yet though. It has to be perfect. We can't stress it enough. Yes, there's no snowball round. Yes, the buy won't be perfect here. You can't slip up. You can't let your eyes off the prize for just a second. This could be monumental. This could make all the difference. Another round, potentially up to 9. In their way, 2 shorties, 3 classics. NRG standing as 5.
Test the A site once more, which was a problem previously for Fnatic, but it's as if they've learned from their mistakes previously, but NRG with a ton of freedom to move into.
Yeah.
Ethan up close and personal once more.
This is very nice, but that's even better. Alpha finding security, crashes as well. Pistols on the other side. This should never have been the threat of the round, but they do have a plant.
Marta's going to get caught.
Very well timed again. All right, Ethan and Brock trying to take a stand here themselves. Oh! All right, if you wanted a reason to believe, now is the time.
This war of attrition, Lauren. NRG still able to cause problems, but Fnatic starting to answer back. Like I said previously, these A-site hits causing so many issues for Fnatic. Unable to find a response. Now, a course correction. But NRG now back on a bye. Light shields, but an Odin in hand for Brock.
Yes, it's a tantalizing prospect, isn't it? The idea of a comeback like this, I hope it can be a dangerous thing. To be crushed in a second, potentially. But another chance at it, another go. To show us how bad you want it. How far you're willing to fight as Kayak puts everything on the line again. He goes as far as this. He stands his ground.
Yeah, we'll actually allow this cooldown to run out here, so we'll put in motion a rotation here from Fnatic. NRG potential to re-clear him.
Kayak again. All that pressure. He's up for one. A 1-for-1 trade. The rotations are on the way.
It's going to draw them back here. Marta hasn't made progress, but you can see now Chronicle and Crashy's heading towards B. Alpha will, again, hasn't noted Marta's deep position, but now we'll see the back lines of NRG.
Yeah, this is the keys to the site at the very least, right? They should be able to get a plant off this. Ethan on the site.
Testing this understanding once more. Can Fnatic find another response here on A?
It's so much to ask for, and Chronicle's nowhere near. Crashy's actually going to post on Fury, send him scrambling. I'm pretty sure he's done some hell of a good damage. Look at Som here. It's posted to find Ethan, and hold on. They don't even have the plant down yet. Alpha. It's just behind us. If he walks this. Oh my god, he's got a ledge to play from Marta. Gonna slip back through. The plant's still not in. Brock called in on, spraying in,
Alpha's
hoping. Alpha is down here. Marta on guard duty towards CT. All 4 players coming his way. This could be their downfall. Marta goes forward. Chronicle sends it back. Brock next up here. Odin, flash, run again! Fnatic are making me a believer! I can't believe what we're seeing!
Paris on its feet now. Everyone making themselves known on the side of Fnatic. 9 rounds to 1 in this second half. And with that frugal purchase in the previous, we'll give NRG another shot.
Oh Can't believe it.
But the crack's starting to show behind this. Marder going to be struggling.
Yes.
If Fnatic find 11, it won't be a full purchase they're facing off against.
Different start this time though. Kayak not going to go diving head first. Marder, big damage.
Chip damage.
Unconfirmed, but well thought through.
Trying to collect his ult orbs here. Marder just won away some. No, he got his in the previous. Ethan won away from the TP as well on the side of Fnatic. Chronicle, Kayak just missing one apiece. And once more, NRG will dip their toes in this A site hold.
Just being used towards B. Sees nothing. This should be the goer. This should be prepare yourselves, batten down the hatches. Boaster trying to stay alive on the site. That's risky from him. Marder gonna see it all. And Marder committing. They've got to check on this. They've got to look his way. They have to give up at least challenging that plant. There's nothing they can do about it now, but Marder being enough of a nuisance, enough of the thorn in the side. Does he get away with it? No! She's sending him down to the depths.
Not a lot of time though.
4 more players to find and the spike to defuse. It is not over at all. Kayak trying to step on in. Ethan hindered. Does he get spotted in time? Fnatic starting to flood back here. Ethan, the one in their way first. Trying to find a corner. Find a company to play from. Gets the reveal, but he gets dropped. Time now running low. Scuba, Braun, Som, still standing. Crashes! I can't believe it!
Diffusion.
Scuba! Oh my god, Scuba. He's done this before. He's done this before!
Crazy!
Not in Fnatic's house! Not at a time like this!
We are witnessing absolute heroics here from Fnatic.
It's history in the making.
Everything falling into place now. Just one more. Just one more. Crashes now. On his feet, staring down. The faces on NRG. Held to the final hurdle, Lauren. It's just unbelievable to watch.
It'll all still be over though. Still. Not out of the woods. The chance to land that killing blow. Fnatic doing everything right.
Don't miss it too much.
Now, this is dangerous though. We can see the positioning of Scuba. Kayak is investigating this.
We'll tuck in this time. Go any further forwards. NRG drifting back this way. Kayak has been on point this half. Had to be for Fnatic. There's NRG now, looking as if the ones to potentially hesitate slightly.
He has to hold though. He's trying to just play
his
life. Kayak, the awful dodger at this point. And now the game's been given away, 35 seconds. NRG have to make their minds up, and they're on the run.
30 seconds left.
First time you've seen NRG really scrambling for answers. Kayak going forward again.
There's no way you're going back for more. Back for seconds, but he's back in his place. But Crashes is here, Ethan denied. Crashes, you're not going to stand against this alone. You're going to wait for the support, right?
Chronicle's got ult here.
Certainly does.
And he's here very early on. He's going to send it.
This could be it. This could be hard to find. Denied on the first attempt. Crashes again. I said it last time, but this time he is burying him in that jersey. Some a 1v3 required would be a miracle. It's looking like OT is here.
OT है तो OT है.
And beyond. Standing tall for Fnatic to take us to OT.
Who else but Fnatic to be able to do the unthinkable time and time again? When they look dead and buried, Lauren, they pull this out of the bag.
And it's Crashes.
Crashes, Chronicle, Kayak stepping up to the challenge here.
Job's not done though, Mike.
All it is yet another shot to close out.
That's what it takes. But this time it's a different looking Fnatic. Looking like they've remembered who they are.
ace kar de
on the other side, NRG a little stunned, but still standing, still alive, still very much able to close out here in map 3.
Kayak continues to pressure. Scuba, curious. Sight lines are cut here. Alpha actually be able to reinforce this position. Ball is drawn out very early on as well. Still a minute to play with here.
So close though. So close to each other.
Look at Chronicle.
Leaving him inserted towards B. Just unconsidered. Kayak's got 3 trying to re-clear him. But he has been monstrous. But this is the entirety of NRG. They've sent the whole team to handle the rookie on the other side. And they can't do it alone. It takes 2. But the plant's now in play. Time is sitting on Fnatic's favor. Rashi's getting up to no good. Gonna catch Scuba, but goes down as well. Blow for blow. Back and forth these two. But another in the line. Another willing to put life on the line. Dangerous. Kron is going to be revealed. Falls. NRG looking to take the lead now. The player to the good, but the time not on their side. It's on Boaster. It's on Alpha. Playing deeper on this, trying to play to that tempo and time. Ticking away. Now NRG, they're in a mode. They're on the side here. They're going to be denied on the first go. Fnatic finding form when it matters most. From the depths of ruins, they are back and finally in the lead.
You simply can't deny it. The heart that this team is able to channel in these sorts of situations. Like I said, in the very exclusive club. And on the brink of starting that very process. Map point now for Fnatic. NRG going to be rattled after this half.
Oh, they will. Still need to close this down, though. It's taken this much to bring NRG just to 1 knee. Certainly not out yet.
Fnatic ko.
It's on the site again. This time a little faster, a little bit more direct. Boaster wants to stand his ground.
Yeah, trying to desperately get a kill. Through these smokes here, obviously the Cove going to be blocking a lot of that damage.
Ooh, big denied. Still don't have the plant, and there could be problems here. But denied up towards heaven, they can't actually make much of that, but they slow it down for just a second. Pre-take! Alpha! Finding Som and putting him in his grave. NRG down to 4 now. Ethan on a bit of an island, but NRG back to back! Not out of it yet! It's Crash, he's supposed to have to do a 2v4 or we're going again. Ethan.
Looking to play spoiler here.
Oh man, Ethan!
He's got another smoke to play into.
They have no idea that he still waits here. Gets cleared. And now it's on the back line. Boaster gonna get it towards halfway. Comes off from this. But Murder! Breaking their hearts and silencing the crowd again. 13-13.
First real-time NRG have found comfort in terms of I'm hearing boos too.
I'm hearing boos. I love it.
In terms of standing their ground here.
Yep.
So like I said, once this plant doesn't happen on that first wave, it's so difficult for NRG to actually contest the site. All tied up once more. We go again. Kayak potentially to play into this space in middle.
खेलने नहीं देती उनको इस तरह से जिस तरह से अभी ये लोग खेल
get himself into the same spot. I think even catching a glimpse of Brock here. And Alpha here in quick succession. NRG previously didn't want to dig him out here. We're happy to concede this space. And last time it was Crashies and Chronicle to pressure towards B also.
Yeah.
But Scuba's here. It's that extra layer in terms of the defense.
Trying to catch something here. They do, but Kayak can't quite get the kill. It's an issue.
Well, he drew so much pressure last time that NRG sent 4 people towards Kayak.
I mean, it's looking pretty close to, right? Now he's got a little bit of help in the form of Alpha, but Brock on the receiving end, while all this happens, the spike is coming towards A. There's still Ethan here, though. He's not going to be falling off this. He still wants to control this side of the map. So kind of want to close that last account, but kept NRG standing in this. It's Brock under a lot of pressure, a lot of scrutiny as Crash. She's going to try and get ahead.
Does Ethan get cleared?
Has been found. Fnatic still looking like they're on form here. Plant going to be in play. Brock going to find Chronicle, though. But the time's on their side and a man to the good. But Scuba, Brock, Marder, deadly players. Ayak. Is he ready for this? There's a lot of bodies there. And it's him to claim it. Leaving Marder and Brock with almost no access.
No. I'm going to get sent in, but nobody's agreed down on the other side. There's a Cam late on site here. And Marder, all the way up though, he's going to find Poster.
He's still going. Not going to get any more. Kayak. He's a different beast altogether now. Finally showing what we knew was true about him. Brock can do nothing. Fnatic again. Back in the lead.
Another chance to close out Abyss here. And to set things in motion, potentially, for Fnatic.
लेकिन प्रेशर में आदमी को थोड़ा वो भी रहता है खुद ही को फ्लैश किया
Yeah, Crashies and Kayak have just
भाई
come alive.
And we've complimented Kayak in the past of having that capability of activating even after a very hard game. I didn't expect to see it at this level.
He's doing it here and now against this opponent.
After those scorelines, but an early loss. Boaster sent away.
Yeah.
Overtime and half time.
Early casualty. Not even sure how that happened, actually, seeing where the death marker ended up, but...
Just a pre-fire spam over towards A. It's been a bit repetitive from Boaster there.
Alpha now tasked with being the anchor once more. As NRG, you can see on the minimap, starting to make moves this way.
30 to 28 competitive दिखा रहा है.
Maybe second guessing themselves. But Fnatic making the right moves elsewhere. You can see Kayak already on a deeper sideline. So we'll set things in motion in terms of this rotation.
I was wondering if they path back this way, but actually it looks a little bit like what we saw from Marder in regulation.
Yeah.
Very well timed, seeing nothing following that utility, allowing that cheat of rotation over towards A. Alpha, prepare yourself. NRG are on the way, and this time they look like they mean it. Marder can't quite make it. Kayak, he's trying to be as fast as possible, almost catching them in their heels. There's problems from both sides here. Doesn't think about Brock. Now he does! Fnatic standing tall on the verge now. They saw the last one alive. This will be something you will never
जीत गए
forget.
Fnatic जीत गए लेकिन 3 में से 1 जीती ये है Fnatic 2 मैच थ्रो क्यों किए डांस कर रहा था ओ ये इसका बोस कर रहा है भाई जोकर है जिस हिसाब से खेलता है उस हिसाब से इसका वो एटीट्यूड अच्छा नहीं है
Nice! Come on, boy! Let's go! Come on, what are you doing, bruv? What are you doing, you tossers? Let's go now! These toss pop jazz Odin one-way mother. Come on, you get! Come on! Come on, boys! What are you doing, you? Own a pixel. Zestify! Mother. These. What are you doing, bruv? What are you doing, you tossers? Let's go now. These toss pop jazz Odin one-way mother. Come on, you get!
One on.
Amazing.
अरे पहले तो आपने भाई CS2 का तो अलग वो चलता है ट्रिगर करने का।
Finally everyone, finally.
भाई मेरे अंदर इतनी ही सीमा थी यहीं तक देखने की। फनाटिक एक मैच जीत गई तो उसकी बहुत खुशी है। अब उसके बाद हारे जीते वो सब बाद में पता चल जाएगा। फिलहाल के लिए स्ट्रीम यहीं तक रहेगी। 3 घंटे हो गए।
Game changers. It's about competition, pure happiness. It's like a crazy experience. We're making history. It means so much to us. It's good to be back.
अब मोस्ट प्रॉब्ली रात में या तो वालों की स्ट्रीम होगी या कल दोपहर में वालों की स्ट्रीम होगी।
The beauty of gaming is it doesn't matter who you are, and as long as I'm good enough, I can go as far as I want.
That's what I like to see, baby.
全世界都会知道我们的厉害。